Santana.
Touchdown, Devo in the slot. This is my end zone. Give me everything you got. Defense, hit him with that Cosa Nostra. Quan Alexander, this dance, shake both sides. 49er Empire, 49er Empire. This is for the fan base, die hard, set by. Stand up, 4-9 to the heart, baby. Paul Lord back in Candlestick Park. Levi, let's go.
Niners! Woo! Fam, saludos, mi amigos. You can only eat so many tacos and burritos together. Don't eat, if you eat a chili relleno, 2 or 3 tacos, and a burrito, you're asking for trouble. I got it. I love it. I feel so much better, though. You know what I'm saying? Because production said, man, you can't stay in here and make it all, one fart after another. They start to add up. The room will start to turn into it. I know, right? Too much information. Woo! They went and did it. Emergency meeting. You know what I'm saying? What? Oh, let us go and join the fam. They went and did it. Let me just go down quickly through this. The NFL trading line, right? It is a week away, but the 49ers, the 49ers, they made this deal. They're smelling blood. They know what many of us said weeks ago. The Super Bowl is well within reach. Why else would you make this kind of a deal? You'd continue to grow, right? They said, no, forget this, man. Let's go get this and let's go. Jumped up and acquired a number 1 wide receiver that everybody has been asking for. Now, I know. I've been hedging. I've been saying, come on, man, don't do this. I'm changing my mind. Big John Lynch wasn't able to strike a deal for Mohamed Sanu, as you already know, because the Patriots snatched him up right away. But instead landed a more accomplished wide receiver in Emmanuel Sanders. How old is Sanu? It cost the 49ers a 2020 third and 4th round pick. The 49ers in return will also get in return, along with Sanders, of course, a 2020 5th round pick. 49ers do well with their late round picks, and you and I both know this. We can always hang our hat on the fact that the 49ers picked up George Kittle in the 5th round. What? And Trent Taylor, who would have probably been the best receiver, not named George Kittle, this year had it not been for that stupid injury. Because the dude was wearing him out in camp from what was being said, right? Because he was ready to play. Because he missed the last year, he was ready to go. The thinking shared by many was that the 49ers needed the number 1 wide receiver for Jimmy G and paid a big price to get Sanders, who will be a free agent after the season. Now, this is the only drawback on this whole thing. Sanders is owed just over $6 million for the final 9 games of this season, but also won't get a bye week since the 49ers have already spent their bye week. So the 49ers get Sanders for 10 games, as the 49ers wanted him for Sunday's game against the Panthers, which is believed to be likely why Elway pretty much ran that hardcore deal, because, come on, Big John, come on, man, what are you doing, man? You know you asking for too much. The dude is 32 years old. At least, though, they didn't ask for a first, second round pick. That would have been outrageous. I don't know if the 49ers would have bid on that anyway, though. The 49ers can now look towards the draft for a first round, second round, second, fifth, sixth, and 2 7ths. So the 49ers may be banking on keeping their second-round pick, as the Chiefs currently have a worse record than the 49ers, meaning, and I had no idea there was any connection here, meaning they will have to give up their second-round pick to the Seattle Seahawks as a result of the D. Ford and Frank Clark deals. Okay, you know what? Later about that, because I'm still a little confused about that whole matter. Meanwhile, I know who does know. It's Russo or Fresh. We'll get back to Blake. Meanwhile, more about Sanders, who has 30 catches for 367 yards and 2 TDs. That's a 12.2 average per catch. And that kind of an AVG, I don't know that we have anybody else not named George Kittle in that area. In 7 games, he did that. And with 3 games over 80 yards and 1 100-yard game. And, fam, you keep in mind, Sanders is putting down that kind of production. he's been the number one receiver, of course, for a pathetic Denver offense with Joe I Can't Move Flacco at quarterback and one of the worst pass protecting offensive lines in the game. It's that he still got that kind of yardage. I read that and I had to stop whining. Really? Okay. So he'll become the number one wideout on the outside with Marquise Goodwin lining up opposite him, and Dante Pettis will be moving to the slot. And of course, until Trent gets back and see if he can retake that position. Deebo Samuel will be in that mix as well. And once he returns from that groin injury he sustained, 49ers leading wide receiver has been Keith thus far, even though everybody wants to trade him and do all that. He has 11 catches for 181 yards and a touchdown. He's had a couple of drops, but you know what? He's got way more catches than he does drops. So Sanders was needed to free up the vertical passing game. George Kittle should see more targets in the middle of the field with Sanders in the mix. So contrary to the critics' constant moaning and groaning, Garoppolo, boy, people be tripping, man. Jimmy G has a high completion percentage. He's 68.3. And his yards per attempt, 7.9. That'll go up immediately, all right? So the conclusion is the 49ers passing game is better, but they did pay a high price for a receiver that's 32 years old. And the frightening reality may not be on the roster. The frightening reality is 49ers got to pay Emmanuel next year. Now, is he going to be okay with whatever they're going to pay him? How much can they afford to pay him? As you know, we've also got to deal with some other guys that got to get paid. Can we afford this? Is Emmanuel Sanders going to say, okay, fine, man, y'all looking good, man. I just wanted a championship, man. I already got one ring. I'm going to help y'all get one. As long as you give me at least $17 million a year, I'll be, hey, whoa, Emmanuel, come on, man, calm down, man. Everybody calm down. I'm worried about what's going to happen. You've already given up a lot of draft capital, and are you going to be able to keep Sanders? Can we afford to keep him? That's the only thing. Otherwise, let's go to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Because the Super Bowl window has been open halfway up with the 49ers in this season. Before now, fam. But the additional Sanders, you can just throw that thing all the way up to the top of this. I mean, you just throw it on up there. Because now you've got a guy with a lot of experience, number one, and he's always been good. So I'm through complaining. I said, okay, I'll take him. Oh, and you know what? While you're at it, may as well open the front and back door too. This is serious. You get him in Shanahan's complete. My only fears are Shanahan's got a complicated offense. Can we get him up to speed? I guess we're gonna have to start this week. I imagine he's gonna see limited amount of max. He's gonna see a little bit here and there, a little bit here and there, a little bit here and there. I'm hoping by the time we play the Hawks, he's ready as he can get. He's got a lot of experience as a wide receiver. It's not going to take him that long to comprehend the system. Wouldn't imagine, right? So, yeah. Hey, fam, you know what? Let's go back in time a minute. Brandon Lowe, right? In D.C. Fam, he's in D.C. Look at this crowd.
The field sideline after the game winning. 6-0, baby. Niners for life, baby. Niners, baby. Niners 6-0, baby. Stand up. Woo! Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. 6-0. Baby, 6-0, let's go. Niners, baby, 6-0, let's go.
Who's got it better than us?
All night. Carson, Cali, Corey, what's up, fam? Boy, I wish I could hear. Boy, I'd love to be at that party, man. They're so big. Y'all look down like the offensive line. Corey would number you, man. One of my dudes. Yeah. Oh, God. It's just so much fun this year. We've been suffering so long, and all of a sudden, everything's just so much fun. I'm loving it. So, Faithful Empire says, I told you Sanders was on his way. Trust the process. Faithful Empire, word up, fam. You right. That's exactly what happened. I ain't mad, you know. Isaac Payne says, Ronbo Sports, this move was a Super Bowl move. I hear ya. He says, I can't be mad for John Lynch making a win now move. So, and we need to get used to this because the 49ers window is now open for business, right? So now the door is open for business. So now you're going to get this kind of a thing every year, probably from, we're going to have to keep our core players. We're going to lose some people. We're probably going to continue to gain a guy here, a guy there. I'm sure they start to adopt the plan that most winning teams do. And Mr. Block Guy, 17-10, my Niners. My D will give Allen a hard time. I give him credit, he's doing good, but this is the Niners. D, we talking about. Put the McCaff in his place. He's doing good as well. That's true. All I know is the quarterback ain't going to be able to do diddly squat. And then right there gives you an advantage. Chad Garrison says, he says, fam, I tried to tag you 4 times yesterday to tell you the Niners called the Broncos a couple of days ago and the possibility of signing Sanders was high. Not a single person acknowledged it. Chad, because that rumor's been out for a long time. So that's why you didn't know if they were going to bite, because there was other analysts and writers saying it probably wouldn't be the case. And they were going for, like they said, also in the write-up, they were going to go for the Falcons guy. Anyway, they were going for him first, Sanu. And that fell through because the Patriots said, no, we'll take him. Mentor Timothy, he says he has experience playing for Richie there in Denver. Oh, true. Good point. Timothy. Who learned under Kyle. They're the same system, no learning curve other than some of the concepts which he'll get during the week in practice. Sanders is ready to play right now. Trust me. Yes. That's right. Richie's over there. Jordan Kelly, what's up? Ronbo, Jedi fives today. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Red Eye Jedi 201. What's good? I'm not really a Sanders fan. I feel like we have 3 of him already, but I trust Lynch and Shannon. See, me and you was on the same page. I'll take Sanders for now, though. I'm really concerned. Ain't no point being concerned about next year yet, but I'm really concerned about next season. Now, this season he'll be fine. But, man, they got to pay top dollar to keep him, or he can walk, because he's got us over the barrel, just like they do in L.A. with Jalen Ramsey. You already gave up a lot. You got to pay me. Cam Johnson says, what's up, Ronbo? And what to do? You think about the hit on Goodwin? Yeah, he's okay, though. Of course, we're going to get him for that later. No, we can't. Washington is, it's okay. Michael Pinharo. Is it Haro? Okay. Veteran leaders by position, D-line, Defoe, check. Linebacker Quan, check. Secondary Sherman, check. O-line Staley, check. Kittle, leader, even though not a veteran, check. Agreed. Sanders, wide receiver, check. Special teams, gold, check. It's looking like it, ain't it? Now we're going to get mad if we don't go to the Super Bowl. And we're going to get twice as mad if we don't win it. Ooh, if Brady and company's waiting here, the NFL is going to be so up on it. Could be the most watched Super Bowl in Super Bowl history if this happens. Ooh, and the NFL is going to push it. Look for them weird calls to start going our way. Phil, get on in here.
Ronbo.
Phil.
It's a good day.
It is, isn't it? Traumatizingly good.
Lynch pulled the trigger.
I don't ever want anybody say anything bad about Lynch and being a coward. If I hear that again, I'm going to cuss somebody out right on the chat. Exactly. Right on wherever social media I am.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, I mean, here's the deal. I heard Sanu, we tried to get him, but he's a slot receiver. We've got tons of those.
He does come out of the slot. Huh? That's right. Yeah, we do. Yeah, right. We got every guy on the team.
We've got Debo. We've got Trent Taylor. We've got all kinds of guys in there.
Dante. Yeah, everybody.
Dante's
coming out
slot receiver.
Yeah, he'll be coming out of slot this weekend.
But Sanders is a number 1 wide out outside the edge, and he's going to do some numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this guy with Flacco, okay? Let's put it. Flacco's terrible. He got sacked 22 times already.
He still managed to get some yards out of that offense, though.
But he's got more catches than any wide receiver we have, including
lots.
Kittle. He's got more touchdowns than any wide receiver we have. And Cortland Sutton was their number one guy. I mean, so this guy is going to play for us. He's gonna open it up. He's gonna make Kittle more open.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna make the other side, whoever plays there, whether it's Dante or Marquise or whoever.
The plan. Since Trent's out there, Dante's going to come out of the slot this Sunday, and Keese is going to be.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, do you see this thing?
Hurt.
Keese is going down the field at 100 miles an hour, looking like the road runner, right? And then you got Emmanuel Sanders. What does a safety do now?
Yeah, but I mean, Sanders can run anything on the tree. That's the whole thing. He's a guy that can run the slant. He's a guy that can run inside. He can run the deep pattern.
And he
still
should
got the
too.
Speed.
He should, because confuse
and
the
this
defense.
was the guy I thought we should get.
In the first place?
But I thought the price was going to be too high. And after the Patriots gave up a second round for Sanu.
Ooh, I saw that.
Mean,
ooh, damn.
So that drove the price up for everybody.
Yep.
But now I read an article just 2 hours ago that the NFL's put a hold on the Sanu trade because the Patriots don't have the cap room to sign him.
And the only reason they
had
did that...
$2 million in cap room. He takes $5 million. They're going to have to drop somebody.
Well, don't you just get penalized?
They're going to drop Bennett, but they want to trade him. So...
they want to trade Michael Bennett?
They want to trade Michael Bennett, but they're going to have to cut him if
put him up on waivers.
Nobody asked for him.
Boy, if he put him on waivers, I'm going to laugh. Him. They can't waive him. Somebody will take him immediately. And Josh Gordon just got injured, and the other kid they drafted, I don't know if he's ever going to be healthy again. The kid out of Arizona. Yeah. So they got some issues.
They do. But that's why they went after Sanu, because that's the only guy they could really afford, because his price tag is really low.
And call AB
that's
back.
Why they give up a second round for him, because they couldn't afford him because they had very little cap space, and now they're going to have to cut Bennett because nobody's going to trade for him because, hey, if you're going to get him free, why not? So I think the Patriots made a calculated risk there, and I think they're getting called on it. As for us, we've got the cap space. I think maybe we sign him
next
for
season.
Another couple of years.
Yeah, because $6 million is owed him this year, and yeah,
it's about $5 million what we're going to hit with our cap for him. But we're gonna cut what's his name Williams or who was the wide receiver that we just signed? Matthews. We're gonna cut Matthews. He's gonna save us about $600,000 on the cap, and
we already got long snapper. It's gonna.
It's gonna be about $4.5 million.
You got Parag Marathi. He's already figured this out.
Oh, I know. I know.
But
I'm just saying, it's not a lot of money on our cap space. We got $18 million to spend, so this
so it's
year.
not going to kill us.
And I'm just worried about Armstead next
year.
Because
I know.
I want him back. I want to keep this defensive line together.
Franchise tag him. We'll make this out. We got to do it. He cannot leave. Phil, we got to go though. We're gonna see. I'm late again, so we're gonna get as many folks as we can. But Phil, good stuff as usual.
But I think this was a good deal.
Yeah,
I think it's going to prove. And I know that Kyle wanted him for this Carolina game for a reason. And I think he's going to play, and he's going to play big.
Well, there's no doubt about it. He's going to play. That's what drove the price up. All right, Phil. So I'll probably.
All right.
No telling what's going to happen. I'll see you this weekend for sure. All right, Phil. Have a good night.
Man. Take care.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, boy, I tell you, this is crazy. Oh, Lewis.
Yo, Ronbo.
Lewis. You and me tomorrow night, fam.
How you doing?
But, I
Yep,
tell you,
it's all good.
I'm trying to figure out, like Phil, I like what we did. I'm trying to figure out the monies.
Mm-hmm.
And Phil, I'm going to be like out in front. You're going to see a dude out in front of Levi's with a stick, a sign. Don't tell me Armstead's leaving. Because if Armstead ends up this year with double-digit sacks, like it looks like he's getting ready to do,
Right.
that front four has to stay intact. They've got chemistry.
It does.
They can destroy things. Let them stay. So, but anyway.
Yeah. No, definitely. I just think I think this is a great move. What is it? A 2025th round pick? I'm sorry, a third and a fourth round pick.
Yeah, we get a fifth round
for
pick.
the Broncos. Yeah,
Yep.
we get a fifth round, and we gave them our third and fourth round. I mean, I don't think it's not too bad of a trade.
Yeah.
I do like what Kyle's doing, and I do actually like. I mean, we just have a lot of rookie wide receivers, and I mean, what did you kind of expect? I mean, Pettis is in his second year. Debo's in his rookie year. Hurd hasn't even played yet, but he's in his rookie year.
Yeah.
Trent has been on and off. He's a good slot guy.
But he
no doubt about that. But
hurt.
Exactly. Always hurt, inconsistency of, staying healthy, playing full seasons and stuff like that. They needed a go-to guy. They needed somebody that, the go-to guy automatically on offense is going to be George Kittle. But when you start getting into the playoffs or you start facing these good teams, like they're going to go down that long stretch of.
You start taking Kittle away from
Yeah,
them.
exactly. They're going to try to take They're going to try to take Kittle out the game plan. When we're playing the Saints, the Packers, the Ravens, those are all formidable teams that are actually going to, game plan around us. They know that 85 is the man to get the target. So that just means Jimmy's going to have to look for other options. And what better other option there is than Emmanuel Sanders, a veteran. And like Phil said, a couple minutes ago on his call, he can run any route tree. He can run any route on the tree. So exactly. So it's just something, another safety blanket for Garoppolo to throw to. Obviously, he's gonna have to get some work in. He's gonna have to learn a little bit of the scheme and some designs. I don't think they'll have him do too much. Obviously, until we make that the playoffs come around.
He'll be ready then.
That's
it's all
what
about
I think.
it's
right,
all about
he'll be
the
ready by
verbiage
then.
anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Right, so just getting his feet wet, but we're still gonna establish the run game. And we got some guys coming back. I know Staley's trying to practice. He's gonna go at it. Kyle said it's an outside look to see if he'll play for Carolina, but if not this week, then definitely he should return against the Cardinals, right?
Yeah, Thursday night.
Yeah, Cardinals next. Yeah.
As long as he's ready for the Seahawks.
Hopefully,
man.
As long as he's ready for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
And hopefully McGlinchey's starting to come back pretty soon too. And then Akilla too. Akilla too is another person that might be ready for the Cardinals game if he's not ready to go for the Panthers. So he did have a little setback, he said, on practice, but it wasn't too major. So
Spoon. Oh, he really did have a setback. Okay.
Yeah, Akilla. He did have a setback. Kyle talked about it. I think today or yesterday morning. He talked about it. He had a little setback at practice, but it wasn't too major. So hopefully he could play for the Carolina game. But other than that, E-Man's been stepping in greatly. But yeah, Ronbo, I'm kind of happy with this. I do think, like you said, the ramifications of the trade and who we traded for. I just do think that means that, hey, Super Bowl is within reach. And I think now it is safe to say for every 49er fan that the window of opportunity has opened for us now. I think it's safe to say that we have a dominant defense and we have Kyle Shanahan running the offense, and that's all you can pretty much ask for. So, but yeah, Ronbo, hopefully I'm gonna be at that game, and it's gonna be a good game, man.
You'll get to witness Emmanuel Sanders in action wearing that red and gold.
Absolutely. All right, Ronbo. But shout out to my TT family, Will, Trey, Dre, Trez, Big Show. Russo, my boy Jerry Fresh Perspective, check them out. Russo, great content always. And Ronbo, I want to thank you, man, for giving us a platform for all of the 49er faithful to gather and voice our opinions and just, all this brotherly love and this brotherly bond that you instill in us, man. It's all love, Ronbo, and I appreciate you for that from the bottom of my heart. But Ronbo,
thanks, Jay.
Thank you, sir, and you have a good night, brother.
You too, Lewis. Talk to you in a minute, actually. All right, night. Oh, man. All right. I was going to check out Omar out of Dade City, Florida. Omar.
What's up, pal? Ooh la la.
Yes, boy, I'm gonna be singing my brains out this weekend because you know what? This is gonna be a bloodbath, and this time I know I'm right because with Washington I was talking major poo-poo, and we went over there and escaped. I didn't know it was gonna have to come in swimming pool, but now ain't gonna be no swimming pool in Santa Clara. And can you imagine the 49ers
No,
defense
sir.
mindset right now? That front line is probably eating raw meat in the locker room. Go kill that boy. I can just see it now. It would not be the Panthers quarterback right now. Oh my
Yeah.
God. But Duddy, what are you feeling, fam?
I'll tell you something. I remember telling you this a few weeks ago. I said we need to pick Emmanuel Sanders up, and you told me, you don't know. I said it'll be a great pickup because it'll open up the floodgates on the field. It'll have Kittle's is going to be more dangerous. It'll be wide open.
True.
Then you got Goodwin on the outside. You can throw Pettis or like Debo in the slot. It's going to make us that more dangerous.
And we're
So
already
it's going to bring the safeties back.
Yes.
I'm telling you, he's going to have Kittles coming across the middle. It's going to be insane. Great pickup. I'm glad we got him. And then I keep hearing reports. I'm like, yes, they're going to get this guy. And they finally got him. Man, if anybody want to know how good this guy is, go on YouTube, man, and just look at his plays. It's amazing. This guy has been underrated probably half of his career. He's great. He's putting up decent numbers with Joe Flacco at quarterback. Really? Imagine what he's going to do with us. Come on, with Joe Flacco, and he's imagine what he's
no
going to do with
protection?
us.
And Jimmy needs a good veteran like this. This is why I heard about him getting good chemistry with Trent Taylor, and I knew we were going to suffer. Because Marquise does a pretty good job, but he's not always going to be in the right position for that kind of play because his job is not playing across the middle or anything like that. So, this is, I like this. And then people could stop giving crap about Jimmy G. That's so strange. We've already seen what he can do, and they still give him no love, knowing what he's dealing with. But anyway.
Yeah, but they didn't say nothing when he first came out in 2017 when he was reeling off all them wins. He was gunslinging it. They weren't talking bad then. Now they're talking. It's the system that he's in. Kyle Shanahan wants him as his quarterback, so he's only following what he's told to do. Doesn't mean he can't sling the ball down the field.
Absolutely.
A lot of people forget that. He's only following what he's told to do. Let me tell you something. With this guy, Emmanuel Sanders, great pickup. We're going to look dangerous. And then with our running backs and our defense, oh my God. All I'm going to say, it's going to be scary, Ronbo.
Especially in a couple of weeks.
I'm telling you.
When he gets really acclimated and moved into his new place and knows his neighborhood, walking his dog, all that stuff you do when you get comfortable where you live, look out there.
Yes. I'm telling you, wait till we get Jalen Hurd back. Wait till we get Trent Taylor back. Trent Taylor's coming back soon. Wait till we put him in the slot.
2 or 3 weeks, right?
When he comes back, he should be coming back soon. I read he can come off the IR, I think, by week 11 maybe, or before. I got to do some research on that.
Yeah, because it was an 8-week thing, so, yeah.
Yeah. Once you get put on IR, you have to be on it for 8 weeks in order for you to get off of it. And you can only bring back 2 guys.
Yeah, and he was on way back when. He should be ready right now, 2 weeks from now. 8 weeks is all you got to put in, and he went in from week 1.
Yeah, but he could be on temporary IR. I don't know how that works, but you can bring back 2 guys. So we can bring back McFinchy and Taylor. Joe Taylor's already coming back, so it doesn't matter.
Go to my go-to guys, Jerry Fresh and Russo, man. What's the ruling on Trent Taylor, and when can he come back? Anybody? Yeah, I thought it was he was in from week 1, which gives you a minimum of 8 weeks. I think he went in from week 1. It depends on when he went in. So, yeah. Is he ready to go?
I got to find out when he actually... As soon as he... Well, let me tell you something. When you put him in the lineup with Sanders, Goodwin, Taylor, Pettis, Jalen Hurd... Imagine you put Jalen Hurd.
Ridiculous group.
Jalen Hurd, Sanders, and Goodwin. Oh, my God. Listen.
There's no coverage.
Man,
you can't cover that group.
Listen... It was smart to bring in a veteran receiver. He's going to nurture these guys. I'm telling you, it was a great move. And next year, we'll probably sign him to a 2-year deal. I'm telling you, we
because
can
you know
win
what?
this year.
You don't want to have to pay too much in 2 years. Probably something can afford. Fam, we got to go. We got a whole lot of people want to talk to that, Omar. So let me see you Friday.
Yes, sir. And I'll be calling you. I want to give a big shout out to Dade City Faithful, Dade City Empire. Keep on rocking it, and let's go Niners, and let's go 7-0, and let's destroy the Panthers. Take care, Rondo. God bless you.
Thanks, fam. Night. It's Dade City.
Right,
What's up? All right. Yeah, this is looking like a crazy thing. Hey, Justin. I know Justin. Here comes Justin to get me now, because I'm like trolling his tweet, and here he is to come back and get me. All right, go ahead, Justin. Tear me up, man. Tear me up.
Oh my God! Man, you didn't believe me on this. I told you from the very beginning that this was gonna happen, man. And you didn't believe me. I said, Ronbo, we need the number one receiver. We need a number one receiver. We need depth. We need experience.
Okay. Now, and let me say my part that made you mad. I says, Justin, I can't be in this conversation, man. I can't be in this conversation until I see Hurd and Taylor back in the lineup. And that's what
Well, we don't even know if Taylor's coming back this year.
That's a good point.
Hurd or Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor might be coming back, but Hurd, we don't know. A back fracture, man. That's
serious.
I'm actually
serious.
College. I'm in college. I'm not studying that right now, and it takes a lot for a person. Every person is different to come back from that. You know, some backs heal differently. Some backs don't heal at all, and they have to put something inside the back. To keep
pin
it,
or something like that. That would ruin his career.
Yeah. So, simple back fracture. It's pretty serious, man. It's pretty serious. It's just not. It's not something you could fix and
and just heal
you're
up.
Okay.
Yeah. You'd be paralyzed.
Yeah.
But hey,
because it's to the spine. It's to the spine too.
Yeah.
Your back and your spine. So that's what I'm saying. I don't even know if Hurt's coming back. I don't know. Maybe we'll redshirt him this year. Redshirt him this year.
Could be. Here's the thing. What kind of impact is this going to have in your vision of what is about to take place? I don't see a total demolition coming in this Sunday yet, because he's got to get acclimated just a little more than 3 days period. But what do you see coming up here in the next 2 to 3 weeks?
Well, I think it's going to take even though Emmanuel said it's going to be easy for him to analyze the offense, he has to realize that's not. Respectfully, he has to realize it's not the Broncos' offense. The Broncos' offense was all over the place. I watched 2 of their games, and the offense just didn't make any sense to me. It was you just had it was completely uncoordinated. Didn't make sense to me. They were just throwing plays out there that didn't make sense. And Kyle's actually makes sense. They actually know what they're doing. Third downs. That's why third downs were so good at getting in crucial plays, because we know what the defense is running. We know what to play to hit. We know what gets yards and brings momentum to the offense too. So Emmanuel needs to realize that it's not going to be easy to get like that. It's a different offense. The offense is unique. So it's not like Rich whatever his name is.
Scangarello. Yeah, but you know what? But Rich takes a page out of Shanahan's way of thinking, though. So he'll probably. I'm just hoping he knows. He needs to get the verbiage down, and which is number one, which is going to be the study all night type of thing. But after that, it's he knows what to do from there, though. So.
Yeah, of course. I think he's a good asset. He brings experience. He brings that bet. He brings that. Yes, of course, Goodwin brought the experience of leadership, but he brings that attitude to the offense, because the offense that brings the attitude to the receiver court, because he could go up, get physical. He'll challenge DBs. And he could. He's probably an asset. I remember back when my dad was watching. He's a 49er fan for ages. When the 49ers defense was doing all right on the night. It was 90s when they traded for Deion Sanders, I believe. I think we signed him or traded. I'm not sure. I'm still fuzzy on that. And then they won a Super Bowl. Then Deion went to Dallas. But I'm still it was a missing piece that was missing from that.
Deion's the first guy to abuse the term mercenary. Deion was getting ready to play for anybody who wanted to pay him. It's all about the money.
Yeah. Yeah, and that defense needed something missing, and this offense needed a missing piece, and they got it. So I'm thinking we have a shot. We have a shot now to bring a championship back to the Bay Area. We have a shot. Now let's execute, and let's take one game at a time.
I just hope he stays strong for the next 2 years because, he is 32. Now, that means some of the kids may come in. You're going to see Sanders. I'm not saying you're going to see Debo develop further. I don't know about Hurd. I'm hoping good things.
He needs to work on dropping. He needs to work on catching. Debo. He dropped a lot. He's dropped a few crucial plays.
So did Jerry West. Jerry West. I keep calling him that. Mm-hmm. So did Jerry Rice. In his first year, Rice had iron hands. Don't think that he's having troubles now, that he's going to permanently have that issue. He'll straighten that out.
I hope not.
You got good coaches.
I hope not.
So.
I hope not, because, we need those catches, man. Yes, for a lot of people saying that we have an easy schedule right now.
Yeah.
Okay, we might have an easy schedule to some people, but to us, it's still a challenge every week. We still got to prove ourselves every week. Carolina's a big challenge for us. Big challenge for us mentally and physically. So,
All right. But we got to go, fam. Let me see you Friday, and there's gonna be more great news between now and then, and you know it. So let's see what happens.
Oh yes, sir. I know you're shaking your head right now. I know you're secretly shaking your head.
I'm comfortable with this as long as they've got it all figured out before they got him in, and I'm sure they do because I trust these guys. They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
I'll go along with it.
I know.
Right.
And for everybody saying, "Oh, we don't have no third or fourth round," I'm pretty sure Lynch is probably going to trade.
They got it all figured out. They get it all figured out, and they do well with the late rounds. All right, Justin, gotta go. I'll see you Friday. All right, and. Let's hustle over and get Kenny in here. Kenny!
So, Ronbo.
Kenny, you know what's up, man.
Emmanuel Sanders, baby.
And when I first read it, I says, uh-oh. Then I thought about it for a minute and says, okay, let's go. There's no point in looking too far into the future, Kenny. The time is now. You can't see me. My time is here. My time is now. So go ahead. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm with it now.
Yep. I mean, you know what? If we're all watching the same games this year, everyone should know, man, our receivers have been dropping balls left and right.
Oh,
over 70% of Jimmy G's interceptions are because
tips flying off of people's bodies. Oh,
because they can't catch the damn ball. We need a receiver that can catch the ball, and he's only had one drop this year. So,
and Dante's a hero 1 minute, and he's screwing up the next. If Dante Pettis ever gets his act together, Sanders, Pettis, Taylor, that would be the most vicious threesome in the league.
Yep. Hey, Taylor should be ready when the playoffs start. So, I mean, I'm sure he won't play in the regular season, but he'll be here when the playoffs start. But
you know what? Week 12, 13. Because he's 11, he's not going to be ready. 12, 13, 14. You're right. He could be playoffs ready. So, yeah.
Yeah. And as far as giving up all the picks for him, man, that's what good teams do. You know what? And we're good now. We still have a first-round pick. Don't forget, the trade deadline ain't over, so we could possibly make another trade.
We can't afford it, Kenny. What?
No, with one of our players.
Unless you're going to trade a player or something? Yeah. There's no more draft picks.
We have, there's a reason we kept 3 quarterbacks, and I'm pretty sure it's for trade value. Either C.J. Beathard, and I've been hearing reports that teams are calling about Nick Mullins. I wouldn't want to do that, but I mean, if the price is right, I'd pull the trigger in a heartbeat.
Yeah, it's a deal. I wonder, we're not giving. Everybody's talking about defensive linemen. We could trade, and can your notification's really loud, huh? It sounds like somebody has gas, because I know what gas sounds like.
I'll put him on mute.
Thanks. Anyway.
Hey, you know what, though, Rumble? This is perfect. This Emmanuel Sanders thing is perfect because we need receivers that can catch the ball, and we're coming up. The second half of our season isn't an easy one, okay? There are some teams out there that we're going to have to play that are going to be tough. And our second half
New Orleans.
New Orleans, Baltimore, Green Bay, Seattle, the Saints. I mean, our second half of our season is not easy. So we need to have people we can count on that field. And if we want to go to playoffs, because we can go undefeated this whole first half of the season, but that second half, if we ain't catching the balls with these good teams, man, we're gonna lose games. So,
but I gotta tell you on that though, Kenny. Here's the thing: a lot of us are forgetting. Nobody's gonna score over 20 points on that defense. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and make that a bet right now. From now until the end of the season, nobody is scoring over 20 points. So if the 49ers can manage 21 points a game, we could. Somebody was saying 16-0. We actually could go 16-0. That defense is going to get better, and they're already just nasty.
That's true, Ronbo. But if we have another game like we had in Pittsburgh and make turnovers,
that's fumbles. INTs.
We got to be careful, man. We can't get big headed. We are undefeated, but we still got to play. You know what I mean? We still got to play. And our next game's Carolina. And Carolina's got a really good running back, McCaffrey. And man, we can't.
Watch what Bobby Saleh does to him. He's looking at film from that last game where McCaffrey was pretty much contained. This is why I'm saying this defense could actually predicate whatever they do. Everything they do is the future is predicated on how well that defense plays. There's going to be teams that get shut all the way down. They're becoming more and more efficient every week. Since that Pittsburgh game, 3, 10. This last week, 0. They're getting vicious. So that's why I'm saying.
Hey, I don't doubt this team at all. This team is badass. I don't doubt them at all. Our defense is top notch, but I don't want to. I want to make it to the playoffs.
You want points. I know what you mean.
Yeah, no doubt. I want to make sure we get there first. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. All right, Kenny. As you know, we're trying to see everybody now.
San Francisco, Ronbo Sports A1 since day one, baby. Let's go. 13-3 because we got Jimmy G, baby.
Yes, indeed. Thanks, fam. Look for you Friday. Yeah, I'm serious, fam. I'm telling you right now, I don't see anybody scoring any points on that defense, okay? Quarterbacks are going to go into like shelter mode, just like the last 2 weeks when quarterbacks, all they do, they look, see that defensive line? Hand that stuff off, man. Don't play with these dudes, man. 49ers defensive line is scary. And mainly, I'm telling you, man, Dre, come on in here, man. Dre. Where you at, man?
Yo, Ronbo, what's happening, mate?
I'm sitting there. We went and got crazy on the offense. We got more muscle now. And I'm sitting there laughing because I'm thinking, 49ers could actually go 16-0 now. Because everybody on the team, and Dre, you know how it works. As soon as you get challenged or intimidated, now watch not another receiver drop a catch. You know what I'm saying? Watch this.
Up.
This is going to be
fun. Step up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do your job.
Yeah, man. If you watch Emmanuel Sanders, one of the best things he does is take routes across the field. And what that does is you're going to have Marquise taking the top off of the defense, right? You're going to have the middle of the field wide open, right? Then that's going to leave Mark. It's either going to be pick your poison. You either let Marquise get loose, you let Emmanuel Sanders get loose. Don't let George Kittle get loose. You ain't even got to let George get loose. You can try to double him, triple him, or whatever. He's going to get his money regardless. So this is not going to do anything but help the team. Ronbo, when Trent Taylor comes back and you got Marquise and Trent Taylor and Emmanuel Sanders and Debo like all on the field at the same time, you can empty that backfield out and have George Kittle out there and our two starting tackles come back and then oh man, bruh. This is literally
got TC and Matty B wearing you out in the backfield. That is a gruesome offense. Wow.
Hey man, and don't let them do those end rounds. You know what I'm saying? Where they send a wide receiver in motion. Like the defense is going to have to compensate for that. If you don't compensate for that, then he's going to break one, right? So I mean, it's just the play action is going to look better. The middle of the field is going to be more open. Defenses are going to be less likely to stack the box because they're going to have to account for these guys who can take the top off. Man, that was a very good move. And guys
Jake,
talking about,
how long do you think, though?
We got back.
We do, but you know how long do you think it's going to take for him to get acclimated into the system? Because you know it's going to slow the whole process down for a little bit. Now, hopefully not all the way down, but just a little bit for him to get in there. All the timing, everybody's got to get on the same page. Can we see that as early as this weekend? Is that realistic?
Man, look, you add one word to the play call. You know what I'm saying? If he's playing the X, it's X90, X whatever. I mean, he knows exactly what he needs to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy, just get the ball close to him. Emmanuel Sanders is gonna go get it.
Yeah, that's true.
He hasn't dropped one ball this season, and look who his quarterback was. And their offensive line is horrible. So you know, there's been a lot of balls that Flacco has thrown this year where it was like it was a horrible pass, but Emmanuel Sanders just found a way to catch the ball.
Over 300
so
yards.
I'm not too much worried. Yeah, I'm not too much worried about that, bro. I'm just happy that we made a move and we showed the league, like, okay, y'all want to make moves, we're going to make a move too. How about this? How about this? You got to understand what it's going to do when Juice gets back and McGlinchey and Staley gets back.
Oh, I forgot.
You're either going to you're going to have to pick your poison. Either you're going to stack the box or you're going to get shredded on the pass game. That's what's going to happen. You're going to get shredded on these in routes, these slant routes, these pick routes, these 90 routes, these comeback routes. You're going to get shredded if you do not. What are you going to do? Are you going to put six back there, flag, or are you going to stack the box? Yeah,
I don't have a white flag, Dre, but you're going to be doing this at the half because it's embarrassing.
And
the defense is hunkering down like they do.
Yeah, man, it's going to be a problem. I got two stats for you. This new quarterback for the Panthers, Kyle Allen, he has won 4 games, but he leads the NFL. Check this. He leads NFL quarterbacks in fumbles, and when he's under pressure, his PFF is 35, and his completion percentage is 36%.
Oh,
I think that's like one of the lowest in the league. So, that's what's going to happen with him.
And he's going to do more than fumble the ball. He's going to be out there pooping and everything else. Can you imagine seeing – here's Bosa coming in, first of all, 100 miles an hour. I don't care who they have on offensive line. He's coming through, right? There's D4 with the quickest step in the league, right? It's like ridiculous. And now you got Armstead and DeForest Buckner who love coming up the middle. What are you going to do? You're going to get killed. Definitely. Like everybody else, and, you're going to get killed. It's all McCaffrey.
Yeah, and also, I rewatched the game with the Bucks and the Panthers. Man, Christian McCaffrey had 22 carries for 31 yards and 4 receptions for 26 yards.
I watched that.
Both of his touchdowns came from the from the red zone.
I seen him stretching over there and get that tee down. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, man, and he stays on the field 95% of the time. So we're just going to hit him, get him tired, get him up out of there.
You'll get him, man. I tell you. All right, fam. Look for you Friday.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to the TNT fam, man. Trey Trey's Big Show, Jerry Fresh. I'm a player partner, Will, Shay Lewis. Oh, yeah, Jerry Fresh. It's Lakers all day, man. It's Lakers all day. All right, I'm up out of here, man.
All right, fam. Have a great night.
All right.
Oh, God. Yeah, Lakers, man, they got a lot of juice, too. That's a whole nother story. Hey, 707, you're at Vacaville.
Ronbo.
Yo.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Who is this?
This is Timo.
Tebow. You say Tebow?
Yeah.
Tebow is B-O-W?
Tebow.
T-Bone?
Tebow. T-I-M-O. Timo.
Oh, Timo!
It's your boy, man. Yeah, it's your boy, man.
What's up, Timo?
Yo, they went and got Emmanuel Sanders, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So now the thing is, right? Yeah, everybody, man. I've been looking for somebody to talk to because all these motherfuckers don't want to talk to me now. Excuse my language. Everybody don't want to talk no more.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk. All I've been hearing, Jimmy G can't go down the field. Jimmy G can't do this. Oh, we're gonna see now.
He gets a lot of unnecessary remarks, don't he? I really don't know. What are these people talking about? All of a sudden, Jimmy G's a bad quarterback? Get out of here with that.
Yeah. They're haters, bro. That's how they do, man. They're just straight hating. So what I'm saying now is this, right? With Emmanuel Sanders, everything in our offense is about to click. Now, let me tell you something, man. Because I've been a Niner fan my whole life. And matter of fact, my brother E Hutch is listening right now. What's up, E? But I've been a Niner fan my whole life, and this is what I'm going to say this right now. This is looking perfect right now, brother. Perfect. Okay, our offense is about to kick off. Our defense, I don't give a damn what nobody said. We got the best defense in football right now, and it gets better. So we're going to shut down. Just like you just said, they're not going to score 20 points on us. And
not happening.
I guarantee it's not happening because now that Emmanuel Sanders is in that field, Kittle's going to be open. So now Deebo Samuel's going to be open. So now the whole offense is just about to start clicking, and it's going to be in the second half, the latter half of our season, where we got the rougher little schedule that people want to blame our schedule. Oh, you see, y'all 6-0 because of the schedule. I don't care. We don't make the schedule.
Right?
We play the schedule.
Blaming the 49ers
we're
for that
demolishing
like
everybody in the
Every team
but
in the NFL is a team, okay?
Is a team, yep, professionals. These people are paid to be out there. Just like me and you get paid to go to our job. We're professionals. Right. These men are out here getting demolished, though, destroyed. And it's beautiful, the Mud Bowl. I mean, pick any game in the year, we've been annihilating everybody, bro. So what I want to say is this, man. Miami, I'm talking about Miami. This is a Super Bowl caliber trade we just made. And the deadline ain't over. So we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what we're going to get. But from right now where I'm looking, yeah, we're looking real sharp right now, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, real. I'm talking legitimate. Everybody has to take notice because every DC in the league said, Jesus Christ, that defense, we're going to be lucky to get 18 points on that defense, and now they picked up another offensive weapon. What are we going to do now?
Oh, my God.
They're not going to say anything out in public like that, but they're going to say to themselves, oh, man.
Exactly.
And the Saints, if the Saints thought they had it made, you get this young energy. This team is like the 49ers mindset now is we cannot be stopped. I don't want them to get too far into that.
We
keep
cannot
working
be
hard.
stopped.
But it's real possible. The quarterbacks are not going to get their way with that defense.
Man, just go ahead and say it. You want to say it. It's possible we could go undefeated, right? And win
I said it because, if now you got Jimmy could keep that offense on the field all damn day. The defense
with that running game?
Yeah. And then you got the defense doing what they do. Oh, this is a combination.
Oh, Lord. Listen, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm trying to tell everybody. I watch my football games over at my brother-in-law's house. This man is a Cowboy fan. Okay?
Ew.
Me and my other brother who's listening. No, I'm just telling you. We love his family, you know what I'm saying?
I know. I got Raiders in my family. God, it's disgusting. After they go in the bathroom, I let the door stay open for about a half an hour before I go in. You're disgusting. Get out of here.
Yeah. But this man will not give it up. I called him earlier. I'm like, listen, man, we just traded for Emmanuel Sanders, right? He's yeah. Okay,
you're gonna hear all that.
About,
we got to go for him.
I can't wait to go to his house on Sunday.
Oh, I know what you're saying. We got to go for him. We got a lot of people waiting. So,
Okay, good looking out. I'll call you back on another day, but I'm just so happy. 49er faithful, we here stand up. You already know what it is. It's good.
Like T-Mo. Looking forward to hearing from you soon now, this weekend. All right. Anyway, hey, Mark. Marketing, Mark.
I'm with the man, the myth, the 49er fan, legend, Ronbo. Hit that like.
Thanks, Mark.
Hold on 1 second, Ronbo. I got the ad going in the back. There we go.
All right. Thanks, man.
Okay. How you doing, man?
You know how I'm doing. I'm telling you, I've always believed in this team since we started. When we 3-0, I said, this team will go a long way. We go on to the playoffs. We'll see. Everybody else is saying, man, we go on to the Super Bowl. Y'all need to ease up, pump the brake. Pump it just a little bit, But now, I ain't telling nobody to pump nothing. Mark, Matt, what are you thinking?
Man, here's one thing. I'm going to keep it real, Richard Sherman. All y'all who said, we don't need a receiver, we're not getting a receiver, we don't need a receiver, we're not getting a receiver, I don't want a receiver, no. Keep that same energy. Like Richard Sherman said. I've been saying we need, and I think people got it mixed up that when people say we need number one, that we need OBJ or AB or no, we just need somebody who's serviceable and consistent. We don't have a consistent receiver on the team. We just don't. Goodwin is always hurt in and out. Pettis is sometimey. Debo's still a rookie. We can go on down. Trent Taylor's not here. We can say when he gets back, that's great, but he's not here right now. Like, so I'm just happy, man. And I just, just want to joke and poke at y'all who said we didn't need it. It's just funny. It's funny now the whole call is flooded with, oh, my gosh, I'm so happy. Half y'all didn't even want to receive.
Mark, I just want to say this about that, though. They haven't lost the game yet. Okay, I agree. My whole feeling was predicated on the fact is it doesn't look like it's broke. But I know a lot of people are planning for the future, and the road is going to get a little bumpier. I understand that, but I still thought those guys were going to come around.
This is what's funny. This is the other thing that some of y'all make me mad about. Patriots go blow a team out, and then 4 hours later they sign somebody. And we sign somebody afterwards. Now it's a good idea. Like, we're not losing, but we know we need this. We know we need it. We know we need that. That's just that. I've been saying it since day one. In order to go deep into this season, we're going to need it.
Yeah. But who knows?
We're going to have to shoot out with everything. And people say we got a weak schedule. I don't know where that comes from. We got the Panthers, Green Bay, Seattle twice, L.A. again, and these Cardinals is not looking like they're not weak. Soon either.
I knew they were going to get it together soon. Yeah, so.
That's because I told you before, they're copying us. You look at that run game.
I saw that one
they're
play.
Copying us.
You see that wide receiver was wide open. They ran a misdirection.
Yep.
Where did he get that play from? Kingsbury does
I'm happy,
steal.
Ronbo.
He's proud of it.
I had to jab at my brother in the home here, so all of us want the same thing. I don't care how we get there. It's all good.
That's it. You're going to get there, too, because it's looking awfully good. I got to tell you, though, Mark, and he's going to get a 2-year contract at the end of the season. I wonder what the dollar amount's going to be and what impact that's going to have on the rest of the roster. But you know what?
I'm worried about that, too. I was concerned about that because I don't want, if this cannot sacrifice any parts of that D-line, we got to get Armstead back here. We got to try to keep this thing intact as long as we can. That's just the only caveat to this. For me, celebrating is we got to keep that D-line intact.
So we'll see what happens. Anyway.
But yeah, the scheme is going to be open, man. If some people were saying the odd man out, if it has to be an odd man out, I don't know. But anyway, the scheme is going to be intact, man. They're no longer going to be. So you got to figure, and I know you got to go. When we play the Rams, now that they got Ramsey, they're going to key in on Kittle. Other guys are going to take whoever they think our number one is. Now all those guys that y'all like, and I like them too, Pettis, Goodwin, they're going to be able to work the other guys. They're going to be secondary. So,
and I promise you, them boys that we talk about now, they ain't going to be dropping nothing. You watch and see. I don't know what went on with them in the last few weeks because they were better than this last year.
Yep.
So I don't.
That was my last point. Is what do we have at every position? We got a leader at every. We got McGlynn. We got Staley with the line. We got Richard Sherman on the secondary. We got Fred Warner and Quan both pitching in to do the thing with the linebacker core. Jimmy's there. We don't have one leader in that receiver room. Yeah. Not one.
You got one there.
Potentially, because I don't know anything about Emmanuel Sanders' leadership, so I'm speaking this blindly. But this potentially gives us that leadership in the receiver room.
All right.
Because Goodwin ain't it. I don't care what you say.
Well,
all right, Ronbo.
He has a role. I'll always defend him. All right, fam. I'll look for you Friday, Mark. All right.
See.
Peace. And let's go to Salvador. Salvador, where you at? Salvador. All right, Sal, we'll come back to you.
Ronbo, you there? Hold on.
Sal, is that you?
You there, Ronbo?
Yeah, I'm right here, man.
Thanks, so.
Right here. All right. So,
yeah, I'm just setting up my headphones.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, Sal, your feeling on this blockbuster news on this day?
Man, I liked it. I digged it. I think it was midday when it came around. I was on my lunch break or something like that. I was just, I just happened to I just happened to scroll over to the Niner section in the Sports Center app, and then I saw Adam Schefter right there. It said 1 minute ago, or it said now, and I was like, oh my gosh! I was like, we did it. The homie John Lynch, everybody's saying he pulled the trigger, which is perfectly fine because I was saying this since like the third game of the year. We're the top dog now, Ronbo.
I know.
We're the dogs. We're the top. We're the head of the food chain because everybody's going to be worried about us We're not scheming for nobody. How are they going to let the number one team, just acquire more assets? We're kind of like the Patriots of the West Coast, if you look at it. Because the Patriots, they came off a dominant performance, and they got another weapon that they can add to for their playoff run, and they're going to be in the Super Bowl now.
Yep.
So we checkmated them. You know what I'm saying? They have the strength of their defense is their secondary, and it's scary young and it's scary good. They have a lot of pieces in that secondary, and they have a lot of veteran leadership too.
Yeah, man.
So,
Courtney is.
I don't know if you look at it, Ron. I don't know if you've seen the roster, Ron, but we got wide receivers up the ass. So Shanahan, he's scheming for that rematch, Rombo. He's not going to let up a 25-point lead this time, because guess what?
With that
he got the defense.
Yes.
That
that's
ain't
what
I'm
Atlanta's
saying.
defense. Yeah.
Oh, definitely not. Atlanta's defense has been shit since the second half of the Super Bowl. Absolutely dog crap.
You're right. Ever since then, actually.
Yeah. Everybody wants to put down my coach that he let a lead go by, but he's not sending Matt Ryan and Julio Jones out there to play defense.
Sit, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Quinn should get some credit for that, and they put it all on Shanahan. I was like, what?
No, his ass is going to town this year. 1-6. They could have been 0-7 if Julio Jones doesn't score a miraculous fourth down touchdown. So that whole when they come to San Francisco, that coaching staff probably won't even be there. Shanahan's gonna whoop them so much, even if they're here.
God. Yeah.
So sticking back to Emmanuel, sticking back to Emmanuel Sanders, he reminds me of Pierre Garçon. I really like Pierre Garçon when he played for us, Rombo, even though he never did nothing. I like the type of player that Pierre Garçon represented and the character. You know what I'm saying?
Is he a tough guy receiver? Is he more finesse? What is he? I've never paid really much attention and really evaluated his game and gave it any kind of a description. But is he
Man, he's a Super
tough
Bowl
guy.
champion, Ronbo. I don't know. He was there.
Yeah.
He won the Super Bowl in our field with the Broncos, so that's all that matters in my books.
But the Broncos defense won that game.
I glanced at his stats. He, obviously his best years were Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In those 3 years that he was there, but his numbers took a dip once Peyton Manning left, because Broncos, same thing with him. They've been dog shit ever since Peyton Manning won the Super Bowl. They have no quarterbacks. It's a revolving door. John Elway can't recruit a quarterback for his life. That's why we should have sent Beathard somewhere over. Dude, I was thinking about this, Rombo. We should have done an overhaul, like send quarterbacks and all our draft picks over there for. And you're gonna think I'm crazy. Von Miller, Chris Harris Jr., and Emmanuel Sanders, because they're not doing shit, Rombo. So take our next 15 picks.
What are you going to do with Von Miller, though? We already got D Ford. And he's going to demand a big,
that would have been amazing.
Payday.
And we would have just imagine John Lynch getting on the phone. He's like, "Hey, John, I got a deal for you. Give me all your All-Stars, and then you can just take my 2020 and my 21 draft class." That's like 10 picks right there for 3 players. I bet you John Lynch or John Elway would have done it every time.
Maybe. All right, Sal, we're going to go, fam. I'll see you Friday. We can make predictions and go wild. It's going to be interesting to see how we make predictions now that we got Sanders on the roster. People maybe should wait a minute, though, because Sanders got to learn and get. He's got to segue himself in, but we'll see. But anyway, I'll look for you Friday.
Yeah. Rombo, let me let you go. I never do this. Let me let you go with my jingle.
All right.
You know my jingle, right?
Is it 1, 2? We're coming for you.
Listen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
1, 2, both is coming for you. 3, 4, so is D4. 5, 6, Kwan's at the 6. 7, 8, Kyle Allen's gonna get 8. 9, 10, let's sack them again. Niners! Robo, it's already Tuesday and I'm hyped.
I'm telling you, that's award-winning stuff. High fives all around. You got to do that again, Sal. I'm going to be demanding it next time. I got to record that.
All right.
Sal!
Good night, Rombo.
Right,
love
man.
you. Love the
too.
Empire.
Hey, back,
stay
man.
on, Rombo. Stay
Hey,
up. Good night.
be looking for you later, too. All right. Night, Sal. This is hilarious. Sal's got that down. I mean, Pat. Hey, Charles.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Oh, Charles, come on in here and talk about your new offense. And it's amazing because you was having problems with Dante, and now you should be completely satisfied now. This is complete offense now. Run game, and you put this dude Emmanuel Sanders in that. Watch that offense. They're gonna stop dropping passes now. Watch. Everybody's gonna catch the ball now because my job's on the line. Now I guess I better focus because they can play better than that. I've seen it. God.
But the past few games, man. Pat he's been doing his best. Trying to step up, and I respect him for that. He's been the forgotten guy, and he's really been showing that at least he's trying to do his part to do what he can to,
and remember, he was injured. We didn't find out he was injured until about 2 weeks ago. They said I didn't know he had a pec injury. He's been having some pain problems, so he's okay now. So we should see. But he should have fought for that ball Sunday. Granted, G should not. He should have looked the safety off a little longer. But Pettis still could have made some effort to go up. Anyway, he'll get better. I believe it.
Yeah, he'll get better.
But what do you think about what's going on this weekend with Sanders now?
Well, Sanders, he makes the offense better, but he gives the wide receiver core an identity, but it's still a mystery, because just because we have Sanders there doesn't mean we're gonna go to him. He'll probably get. Agreed. I'll say he'll probably get five or six catches,
6 targets,
maybe 7 catches.
Yeah, he may only get 5 or 6 targets. Exactly.
Yeah, but he's still, the ball's going to get spread around, and I don't know if we're going to get Debo. Debo is really going to be, Well, I don't really know, but I know when we get him back, man, it's going to be. If we get him back, we get Taylor back. It's going to be ridiculous, man. I'm telling you, we just got so much talent. I mean, that's not even the main guys. I don't think we have any main guys. That's the issue.
They're all young, Charles. They're all young. See, that's what I'm saying. These kids need to be given a chance to grow up a little further, mature, get into the NFL speed. See that, and that's why I've been patient. And I'm saying, man, don't start running people out and sitting them down and stunting their growth and bringing all these people in. That was my whole problem in the beginning. Yeah. But now that he's with us, okay, he could teach them something.
Yeah, and that's good. I think the reason why they brought Sanders in is so that he can be like a Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman is the quarterback of he's the quarterback of the defense. He's the mentor on the defense. He's an offensive presence. He's an offensive savvy veteran, and they need that. And so I think it would really be good, just having him there. And I'm happy to have him. When I first saw the trade, I didn't think it was really necessary. What we gave up for him.
I know.
He's 32 years old. I'm like, wow, man, this guy's 32 years old. But they need the veteran, leadership on offense.
And he's still playing at a high level. So, but how much longer can he keep that high level up?
Yeah.
See, because I tell you, Charles, between you and me, I don't want nobody
we really
mad.
want to need him.
But how long can he keep those kids back? I don't see him benching the youngsters for more than another year. Now, next year, maybe he can hold them back.
Yeah.
But in that next year, Debo, if Hurd can come back, Dante's going to finally shake off what his issues are. Now, do you continue to force him on the field? I don't know. Because the kids are going to grow up.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, they're going to grow up. And I know Debo, he's already ready. And Hurd, I don't know about him. I hope he's able to play this year, man. He's a special wide receiver, man.
Ain't he?
He's a special player. Yeah, I'm telling you, I believe this offense will look totally different if he was playing.
If he was healthy, he may not even be making this deal. Charles.
Man. This deal will not be made at all.
Well, Charles, we got
to 6'5".
We got to stop though, because we're going to see how many people we can get in here tonight and get a word in. So I look for you Friday. All right.
Okay, all right. All right,
man.
Ronbo. I love what you're doing.
Thanks, Charles.
You have a great night.
You too. See you in a bit. All right.
All right.
And Big Will, I come over here. Will.
Ronbo, do you know that this 49ers offense had turned into a high-power offense within 24 hours?
I know it, and it wasn't that slow. We was running on let's see, 3-4 heads. Now you add another couple of cylinders. It's kind of good. Yes, I do.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, man. John Lynch, they did a great job with this. I ain't got no complaints. None of us need to be in this check concerned about nothing. A third and a fourth, I think it was good. And I tell you what, if you want to get a fourth back, trade Solomon Thomas. That's the way
I knew somebody was gonna say that tonight. It was gonna be Will. I didn't guess you at first. I was like, who gonna come in and trade Solomon Thomas? Will did. Oh, there it is. It's out there. Y'all knew it was gonna be happening. Somebody's gonna say it. And it might not be a bad deal, because I ain't getting rid of Eric Armstead. No.
You know how many teams that want to get Solomon Thomas, and Solomon Thomas may fit well with another team. So if anybody's playing by the third and the fourth, don't complain about it. Because if you want to get our fourth round back, trade Solomon Thomas, and there you go. You get
and
your
sell
fourth
him as
back.
a first
Now,
round pick.
I don't know what we could do. I don't know what we could do to get our third back. I don't know. But I know to get our fourth back, we can trade Solomon Thomas to a team. And getting Emmanuel Sanders, man, he's a great route runner. He catches the ball all the time. You can use him for jet sweeps in the rounds. And this is somebody that we needed going into the second half of the season. Dante Pettis is a cat. He ain't a dog. He's a cat. He don't have no dog in him. He didn't even try to become a defender and knock the ball down in Washington when it was raining. You got Marquise Goodwin dropping balls when we doing trick plays on teams such as the Rams. I mean, what else you gonna do? What you gonna do? Bring in Emmanuel Sanders, man. You put him out there. He's another threat that'll leave the field open for Kittle. Kittle in the middle. He can get the ball and do his thing now. We just brought in another threat. The dude 32 years old, but he don't run routes like a 32-year-old. His speed is not like a 32-year-old. The dude
takes good care of himself, probably.
Good.
Yeah.
He take good care of himself. And Rich Gangarillo is using Kyle's playbook, well, some of it. So when he comes over here, it shouldn't be hard for him to fit in. Now, Denver wanted to wait to trade him, but the 49ers said that they wanted him now so they can get him ready for the Panthers game. So he gonna play. Now, he may not get a lot of targets or whatnot, but, they may ease him in. Well, most likely they're going to ease him in. But he's going to play, and he's going to get some targets. So, I love it, man. We just became a high-powered offense, man. So, the running game is still going to be great. The run's still going to be great. So, when everybody come up in the box, thinking we're going to run, boom, play action, you got Emmanuel Sanders wide open. You may have Debo wide open. You may have Kittle wide open. Come on, man.
And now I watched these guys start catching the ball. This is what's going to make me mad. I said, you know what? Had you been this good 2 weeks ago, I mean, come on, guys. Because I'm seeing things out there that make no sense. Because when 2017, when Jimmy came in, these guys were catching the ball right and left. I'm talking about especially Keese. Keese almost had a 1,000-yard season while taking the top off of every defense in the NFL. And then you had Trent Taylor was taking up where he was living. It was such a complete team. This is why I was not crazy about going after somebody, because I said, I remember those guys being good. What is the problem?
But
so,
Goodwin
anyway.
Goodwin and Pettis they're not producing right now. They're dropping passes and stuff. The only people in that wide receiver core is doing something is Debo Samuel, which he didn't play last week because he was hurt. But when he played, he made plays. I give you another receiver. Kendrick Bourne is out there making plays.
Yeah, see. Anyway,
Debo and Kendrick Bourne is out there making plays.
It's the main dudes we had, boy. And that makes no sense. Fam, we got to go because we got a whole lot of people waiting. And the production is writing me a note every 30 seconds. So I got to say goodnight. I'll see you Friday, all right?
All right, well, I won't do roll call tonight. So shout out to King Key, shout out to the fan club, man. Hey, man,
kept the Rams, and they really got Super Bowl, and they bankrupt. They got Jalen Ramsey for nothing. And then 49 fans, you want your 4th-round pick back, trade Solomon Thomas. All right, Ronbo.
Good night, Will. Good night. Will, Jermaine came in and traded Solomon. Woo! David, with the Wheaties, I'll bet. Damn it.
Oh, yeah. Wheaties box still intact. No holes.
That's amazing.
Just a little bit wear and tear. But if you go back and forth, you see Steve Young throwing that touchdown right down the middle of the field to Jerry Rice.
See, that's why I said
anyway.
you need to get that laminated in large piece of plastic that you can hang on the wall. Yeah.
Yes, it will. I got a chalk drawing of Ken Norton Jr. Even though I'm still mad at him. Ken Norton Jr. with a cowboy hat. On one side, he's in a cowboy uniform, chasing Steve Young, and on the other side, he's in a Niner uniform, chasing Troy Aikman. It's signed.
It's awesome.
It's signed.
Stuff.
Yeah, it's chalk.
And as kids, if we'd have known, we would have cut those pictures out. But it's hindsight's always, if you cut out all those photos and you put them together and you keep them together, laminate them, pretty soon you got this incredible collection. Okay, anyway, the cereal was good, but I ain't lying. I used to love it.
Well, I don't know about this cereal. I wouldn't touch it.
No, don't do that. But hey, David, talk a little bit because we only got a couple minutes. Talk a little bit about this great deal. Yeah,
Sanders is a great pickup. He may not be that all-star number one, but I'll tell you what, in this offense, he'll be that number one.
He'll be the best. Yeah. But you don't need to get that high salary guy.
Nope. It's a great pickup, and I think they'll figure it out. I'm not worried about what's going to happen next year. They'll start restructuring stuff and doing different things they need to do to keep this team intact. And then they're not getting beyond themselves because I trust me, I don't really care for the Patriots. I don't. But one thing about Kyle Shanahan that's kind of like Bill Belichick is he just like, hey man, you know what? We're playing great defense, but we're not doing good enough.
Never be satisfied.
And you always and that's fine. That's okay. As long as people buy into it. If they don't buy into it, then they get pissed off. They say, man, screw this guy. He's always negative. We never do anything right. But he has everybody buying into it. Exactly. So everything's going to flow perfectly fine. I think we may have the starting of the next carryover from Seifert to Mariucci areas. But maybe we could, win maybe 1 or 2 Super Bowls. That'd be kind of nice.
Yeah, when you got that kind of a defense that's really young like that, and David, that defense hasn't shown you their full potential. Nick Bosa was living in his mom's attic probably before he started all of a sudden kicking ass. He's got another couple of years before he reaches any kind of any kind of a top level peak. And kid's out of his mind. Love it.
Exactly. So I think the last time, again, like I said before, I'm going to cut it short. I know we have a lot of people waiting, but last time we had a defensive end that was like that, other than the gentleman that couldn't keep his stuff together, was Charles Haley.
Yeah, see.
Charles Haley. We had a Charles Haley guy who was just like this guy, But I think this time going around, this guy we're going to end up keeping. We're going to trade him away like we did Charles Haley with the Cowboys, This time this guy will stay with the home. So
but remember Charles was in need of medication. I think his rampages and things like that freaked people out. The 49ers didn't know what to do.
Yeah. When Bill Walsh steps aside, that's when everything went south because Charles Hay didn't get along with George Seifert.
And he didn't even like Jerry Rice. They made up recently.
Not really.
Yeah.
They did, but that was the whole problem, though. But I'm going to cut it short. I know we got a lot of people waiting. But legendary Silicon Valley, Santa Clara, San Francisco 49ers, man, we are going somewhere great. And from there's this beautiful, beautiful freeway called Route 85, Kittle Corn, Route 85, Freeway 85, and it connects down past on the 101. It goes to 25, Highway 25, which is Richard Sherman Way. That's what I'm calling it now, Richard Sherman Way. It goes into Hollister, and then it goes to another one called 156. And that one is, there's only one linebacker at 56 is Quan, and that's where it's at, going that way. So I'll tell you what, it's exciting. And I hope Willis don't leave. I heard he put his house on the market.
Well, we'll see about that. But Dave, let's go. I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to look for you Friday, and we'll talk some more. And get that prediction ready, okay?
Friday.
Yeah.
And no problem. If anyone wants any Wheaties, I got some from 1994. Bye.
There you go. Bring your own spoon. Night, David. Oh, God. And, hey, the Niner, y'all love to hate 5-0. There's no more excuses for Jimmy G. See, I don't understand that thinking, Niner love you hate. He's not a bad He's playing pedestrian. Oh, he has a legitimate receiver. He raises play, and it's Super Bowl or bust. By the way, I just want to say that. Thanks for your contribution, Fab. You saw a real measure of Jimmy G's character. That game Sunday, that was most quarterbacks would have lost that game. He was running the ball. He was doing what it takes to win. You can't throw the ball and have your receivers drop that many times and still spotlight the quarterback. I just can't stand that. That's not true. Anyway, we got a receiver now that's going to watch. You're going to see less drops. You're going to see Jimmy G's percentage go up. And we're going to stop talking about him like he's not any good. I just can't. Anyway, Niner Mike, come on in. And forget about it.
Oh, forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it. What's going on, Ronbo? Hey, listen.
Niner Mike, you just picked up a new.
I'm glad to be here. I'm going to do my shout-outs right now. Shout-out to the Empire. Shout-out to the faithful. And shout-out to you, Ronbo.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate you for having us on again tonight. Big-time news today, I think. Let's get to it real quick. Let's not waste no time.
Right.
I want to touch on a few things for the real faithful. Number one, everyone talks about these guys that we got. We don't, but we don't got. You know what I mean? We got, but we don't got. I think that Hurd is going to be gone for a year, like Taylor was with his back situation last year. It's a similar thing. I think you could just go ahead and chalk it up as a red shirt type of deal for him. And, he's not going to be there. Taylor may or may not be back. He may or may not be back. And, Keith got banged up in the game a little bit against Washington. We already was down with Debo. Debo got a little bit banged up. So there was multiple reasons why they made this decision. But number one, Ronbo, we just got a number one receiver. That's it. Point blank, period. Number one. He's a number one. He's a proven number one receiver. True. He's a proven 1,000-yard receiver. He's a Pro Bowl receiver. Right now, he's got 367 yards, 2 touchdowns, which would lead any of our receivers right now, any of them on our team. Right now, our leading receiver is Kittle, and that's fine, but he's not a receiver. He's a tight end. He's a great weapon. To say. But you got to look at it like this too. Now, the Rams just went out and they got Ramsey. All right. So if you're thinking like Kyle, obviously anyone, and McVay, what would they do? They would put Ramsey on Kittle, right? They would try to shut him down. They don't want to hear from Kittle for the rest of the day. Now they can't do that, Ronbo. Now they can't do that. They can't do it. Sorry. Bye-bye. Sorry, Sean.
I wish they would put Sanders on Kittle. That would be interestingly funny. He's too light in the pants to stay with Kittle. But go ahead.
Oh, you no. I'm talking about Ramsey. Listen, I'm talking about Ramsey.
He can't stop Kittle.
They use Ramsey to shut down the number one guy that's always done in Jacksonville. Yeah, whoever he is. He shuts down the number one, and that's the problem with us. We don't have no number one at wide receiver until today. Ronbo. Now we got a guy that when we line up, they're going to have to say, all right, Jalen's not only going to be able to cover Kittle. He's going to have to be responsible for Sanders because Sanders, in my opinion, he'll eat up any of the other quarterbacks. There's no more Talib. There's no more Peterson. All they got is Ramsey now, and that's it. Weddle is the safety. That's fine, but I'm sorry. He's a smart player, but he's old, and at the end of the day, he's a little bit slower than he used to be. And that's just the facts, all right? That's point blank, period. Bottom line, same thing with Sanders. Sanders is not what he used to be either. But he still has the quickness and the hands that demand a good cornerback to go after him. And, I mean, just think about it. Like I said, he's leading. He has more yards and touchdowns than any of our receivers right now, all right? And that's with Wacko Flacco over there. You know what I mean? The Wacko Flacco and the sorry Broncos. You know what I mean? He's not even playing with anybody over there, and yet he's still putting up those type of numbers, which is still pretty good. I say he comes over here. Shanahan is going to use him extremely well. It's going to give Jimmy G 2 places to go on third downs, which is extremely important when you're playing the elite teams, the better teams that really practice, situational football, Ronbo, situational football,
I agree.
And I think it's really, really, really important. So they certainly addressed that issue today. It definitely makes us even more of a contender than we already were.
There you
All right,
go.
that's just the facts. Whether you were rooting for it, whether you weren't, whether you saw it coming, whether you didn't, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it was an issue, and I think Kyle feels good about it. Now, here's the other thing I want to say real quick, then I'll
Mike.
let you go. All right?
Okay, because we're out of time. Go ahead.
When it comes to Kyle and what he's doing, it's not just playing tick for tack with Belichick. I touched on this, a few weeks back. He's building this team. It's important. Now, there's one key thing. Belichick doesn't have to worry about the GM thing. All right. Well, what I mean by that is that Kyle and John, they got to keep going, and they got to be in sync with each other, no matter how they feel. Whoever wanted this guy more, that guy more. That's one thing. But
and they've been doing that, Mike.
When they make moves like they just did. When they make moves like they just did, Ronbo,
that was a collaborative effort.
That's going to get him on his way. That's going to let him get on his way, for sure.
All right, Mike. See you this weekend, fam. All right.
All right, Ronbo. You have a good night, man.
You
All right.
too. Thanks, Mike. Dynamite. Woo. And you know what I'm really going to appreciate about this move? This will be the weekend, and I hope Sanders plays a lot, that people will get up off of Jimmy G. I'm so tired. I got Dante Pettis going to the end zone. Bloop. I got Debo running, bloop. I got everybody on the team, bloop. And whose fault is it? It's Jimmy G. Get me a break on that. Okay. Hey, Paulie.
Hey, Ronbo. Hey, Ronbo.
Yo.
Ronbo.
Yeah, Paulie.
Ronbo, I have to keep my voice low because I'm on the bus right now.
Don't scare me.
Coming from the Port Authority in Jersey.
Yeah.
Going from Port Authority, New York, going back home to Jersey, so I gotta keep my voice low. But Ronbo, guess what?
What?
Ronbo,
you gotta get loud, aren't
we're gonna win the Super Bowl.
Can you see people sit on the bus with Paulie?
We're gonna win the Super Bowl, Ronbo.
Does he know where he's
Ronbo.
at? The Giants are gonna
Ronbo.
win. No, the Giants. The Jets. Paulie. Yes.
Ronbo.
Yes.
This is what happened tonight, Ronbo. Matthews came over, and he did exactly what I have been saying we needed to do. We needed to get a receiver, a number one go-to receiver, which we just did.
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody's and why is nobody even talking about, Jordan Matthews? We got Trent Taylor coming back. We got the rookie, the kid. What's his name? Sable,
what
receiver. Kendrick Bourne.
Oh, Kendrick
Bourne is playing out of his mind. Ronbo, we are going to win the Super Bowl. We're going to win this. And Ronbo, and this is not just this year. We're not just going to win the Super Bowl this year. What we're going to do is now, because we have so much youth, all these players and all these guys that we have, we still have all our draft picks. We didn't give away draft picks and everything. We still have everything.
Paulie.
So we're not just building to win the Super Bowl this year.
We lost.
We're going to win the Super Bowl next year.
Well, yeah.
And the year after. Ronbo, we are going to win the Super Bowl this year and next year and the year after. And the year after.
But Paulie, no matter what, we will be in the conversation for the next 3 to 4 years, most likely, provided with everything strange injuries. So,
question, Ronbo. The sky's the limit, baby. The sky is the limit. Nobody can touch us right now, Ronbo. We have the best defense in the NFL.
Yeah, see, that's
we have
what I'm talking about.
Most depth at every position in the NFL. We are going to win the Super Bowl, Ronbo. We're going to win a Super Bowl this year, next year. We're going to do it, Ronbo. We did it. We did it. Sanders, we got him. We are going to do it. We are going to win a Super Bowl.
Paulie,
I can't wait.
Don't break down on the bus, Paulie.
I love you, Ronbo.
You don't love me back, fam. That's funny. But Paulie, I tell you what, he's got to come in. He's got to learn verbiage. He's got to get. I just wonder how fast he can get up to speed. But he's a vet. He probably can pick that stuff up within a couple of days because he's got tomorrow, next day they're going to take a day off and get ready to go on Sunday. So man.
We're taking one day at a time. One day at a time. Right now, we're focusing on the Carolina Panthers. We're going to beat the Carolina Panthers. We're at home. Cam Newton's out. We're going to beat the Carolina Panthers. We're going to keep rolling. Everybody's getting better. We're going to get guys back off injured reserve. Guys are coming back. We're going to have maybe Staley's going to be playing back. I don't know if Staley's going to be playing back. We're going to have Witherspoon back. We are winning games right now. We had 7 starters out. We are winning games where we have turned the ball over 5 times. We turned the ball over. We gave 5 turnovers to the Steelers and still won the game. We are winning games all over the place. We have weapons in every single aspect: offense, defense, defensive backs, defensive line, offensive line, running backs. We have 3 monsters in the running backs. We have everything, Ronbo. Kyle Shanahan, when they blew up the tank and they fired Lynch and when they brought when they fired them, Chip Kelly in, they got rid of him. They brought in Shanahan. They brought in we're here, Ronbo. We're here.
Where you going with that?
It's now. The time is now. Just 5 years. Not 5 years. Now.
I agree.
2, 3 years. We're here, Ronbo.
Yeah.
You get put in the. You said you're letting us take the pedal off the brakes. So now I'm off. Yeah. We're going all the way, Ronbo.
And you
not
got every right
no
to.
More. We're going all the way. We're gonna punch through everybody. We're gonna beat this shit. We're gonna beat everybody.
And go nuts. I know it's getting ready to buy those rings up. Paulie, we gotta go. Let me enjoy that ride home. Kick back, relax. I'll look for you Friday. I hope you got some time to get on in here, okay?
Absolutely, Ronbo.
All right, Paulie. Have a great night.
You too.
Yes, Paulie's in all kind of a great mood. Hey, let's go get Maria and Mike. Mike.
Ronbo, what's happening, my man?
Oh, Mike, man, I'm just... when it rains, it pours. That's it. We're 1 minute, we're cruising down through the depths of the darkest alleys in anybody's mind. And the next minute, man, we're like cruising down the Caribbean in a very fast, big boat. This is crazy, Mike. What are your feelings on this deal and this latest move? Because we're not talking about a team that was in shambles or a team that was sucking. We're talking about a team that's 6-0, just got stronger. What are you thinking?
Oh, I'm loving it, Ronbo. I mean, this is Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch not sitting down with their hands under their bum. They're out there making moves. They're improving this football team as the season goes on, so that later on in the season, when things start to really heat up, our passing game is going to start. It's going to start clicking more, Ronbo.
Yeah.
We need that passing game to start clicking more. I mean, right now we got a very explosive running game, and we play action off of that, which works wonderful. I mean, we got George Kittle out there. The man is an absolute beast, cannot be stopped. He's the best tight end in the NFL, bar none. I don't care what anybody says. Kittle is the best.
You can forget it.
And I just think that I just think this trade makes sense on many levels, Ronbo. I think Emmanuel Sanders brings leadership to the team. The man has won a Super Bowl. He knows what it takes. And I know he's 32 years old, but he's a wily veteran. He knows what's going on, man, and we need more of those in our locker room. He's an explosive playmaker that can run the entire route tree. He can play any spot along the wide receivers. And along with our running backs, our explosive running backs, and our explosive tight end, he brings more explosiveness, and he just makes our offense that much more dynamic. He's a vertical threat. He's got great hands. He can run the jet sweeps as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to piggyback on something that I think it was Will. I'm not positive, but I'm going to say it was Will. I know his voice, and it sounded like him. I believe he was the one, but I was going to say exactly what he said earlier. The two receivers that have been doing the job, getting the job done, and look like real professionals out there right now are Kendrick Bourne and Deebo Samuel. Those two guys, along with George Kittle, those are our three go-to guys, and we just got another go-to guy. But this is he really is a go-to guy, and so I'm really excited about it. And to give them a third rounder and a fourth rounder, and to get back the fifth rounder, well, look. That fifth rounder, with the way they're going and with the way we're going, our fourth rounder is not going to be that far away, or our fifth rounder is not going to be that far away from their fourth rounder. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
And Mike, we needed all our draft picks prior to this year, right? I don't know that next year being high on the draft order and winning as many games as we're probably going to end up winning is really going to make a lot of difference. I don't have a problem. The 49ers are good at going down through and finding talent in late rounds, so it's not a big deal anymore. Not now it is.
Right, and they've shown how much depth they got. Now, we thought they only had depth on the defensive line, but we've learned that they also have depth on the offensive line.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, they've shown they got depth at the corner position. You know, so, I mean, we're learning more and more about this football team as they go. I mean, we didn't know some of these players were going to step up the way that they have, such as Justin School and Brunswick. And these guys that are stepping up, and even Dwelly getting in there and doing the job for Juice a little bit, you know.
Made that catch. I was delighted. God.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm just really excited about this pickup here, this trade. And I think that he is going to be a huge part of this offense. And I think it's really I think he's going to contribute pretty quickly, but I really think it's going to pay off a little bit more down the line once he gets acclimated to everything that's going on, you know.
Mm-hmm. So. That's my only concern. I'm in a hurry for him to hurry up, get in there, get the verbiage down, get into your groove, and let's go. You know what, though, Mike? He'll be fine for the Hawks game. Yeah. I am not concerned. Yeah. The Panthers are going to be a good fight this week, but I don't see them. Yeah. Like I said, I don't see another team scoring over 20 points against this 49ers defense. They're just really wicked. So secondary, front line, it's coming together like a machine.
Yeah, and I totally agree with you about the Hawks game, because you figure we got the Panthers this Sunday, and then we got a short week, and we got to go to Arizona and play them. And then from that Arizona game, they play on Monday night, so they're going to have a nice long, little space there between that Thursday night game and the following Monday night. So that'll give him the time. And by that Hawks game, I think you're right. That's when he's going to come out, and we're going to see more of him in that game.
There you go. All right, Mike. Tell you what, we're going to move on here and appreciate you know this, and look for you Friday. Tell us what you think. You don't have to give us your score now. Think about it. Look for it Friday.
Good stuff, Ronbo. I want to get in on the weekend if I can this time, too. I'm going to be out there at the Carolina game tailgating and whatnot.
Okay. We need to talk. We got to hear from you, Mike. All right.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good, Ronbo. Hey, you have a good one. Thank you for all you do, my man.
Thanks, Mike. You have a great night.
Have a great night. Shout out to the Empire.
Hey.
Bye.
Red Mike. Always loved him. Hey, Gibster.
Hey.
Oh.
Ronbo, how are you doing today?
Gibster just punched me in the head with that one. That was Gibster, I'm doing fabulous, man. Because if my prayers and everything, God, please help my receiving core, make them pick it up today. The kids are learning at a slow pace. Can we help? Now it's going to be like, boom, there he is. The guy that's going to make everybody turn their game up at least a notch. I just know it, which is going to piss me off, Gibson, because I'm telling you right now, those guys that have been dropping passes, what is the problem? I bet they start catching the ball now, because everybody knows you can sit your butt down. Kendrick Bourne is looking good. We got a lot of guys that are doing good work. You can sit down if you can't catch the ball, So, but what are you thinking?
Yep. I was getting a little tired of watching these games and feeling like it was high school all over again, where you just get that big,
I know. Constantly.
And they just drop these big passes, like easy touchdowns, and you're like,
touchdowns. And then everybody said,
yeah,
Timmy G sucks. What?
Yep. They put it on Jimmy G.
But anyway, that's okay.
Sanders
He
is
won't be
that
called
guy that
anything
he's
after this, though.
Yeah, he's that bad pass catcher. You know what I mean? Like, he's that go up and get it kind of guy, which, ironically, 2 of the picks that Jimmy had these last 2 games came from the receivers just not jumping up and getting it, you know?
And you know what? I do blame that on him. Don't trust guys like Dante. He did fight for a couple. I can't say he's all bad, but don't always trust him. And George Kittle got held down in the end zone. Guy's got a grip on him. Yeah. And what does the ref do? I didn't see anything. Oh, what? Do you see this? You know, God damn it.
That Rams team had some nonsense going on in there. But hey, everybody should go check out Good Morning Football segment on their top 5. I got a nice little shout out from Kyle Brandt about calling the defense the solitary confinement.
like Alcatraz, Cincinnati 40, San Francisco, solitary confinement. Yeah, that is awesome, Gipster. That is. I'm going to keep that one. Write that. Go ahead. I'm listening.
It was. I probably watched that clip about 40 more times today. I was losing my mind. I was like, heck yeah.
That was today's show. Huh? Go back and rewatch that. I got that network. All right. Oh, man.
I couldn't be more happy. I heard a kind of a rumor. Don't know. I mean, take it with a huge grain of salt. But I heard that initially Sanders was the guy Kyle wanted before getting Pierre Garçon.
I thought it was Mohamed Sanu.
I don't know which report. I'm talking about at the beginning of the regime. Like, I heard he wanted to get Sanders in, couldn't get Sanders, and then brought in Pierre Garçon at the same time as he brought in.
You mean way back when?
Way back. Okay. Like I said, take that with a grain of salt, but that's what I heard.
Okay.
So
it's easy to believe.
Should be good. Yeah. I got to tell you, I'm getting a little pissed off over here, too. We got some blasphemy going on up in the chat. People seem to forget that Sanders played in that Gary Kubiak offense, where Sanders and Wes Welker were on the field at the same time.
Yeah, which is similar to what
they're running. I don't want to hear this nonsense that Taylor is losing his job, that he's getting cut. They play well together.
I promise, but he is not getting cut. And also, Welker and Shanahan loves Taylor. And he's not, and he had the best camp of any wide receiver. And actually, when you look at what our wide receivers are doing this year, maybe that's not saying enough, but still, Trent was ready to roll. I think things would have been different this year as far as Jimmy's stats, too. But we'll see what happens next.
For sure. I think Taylor could have played good in the mud. I mean, he's a short guy. The mud wouldn't
good coordination
as much as it would someone like Goodwin, who relies on his speed,
So, yeah. And
he was definitely missed, but
yeah, good.
But
here's the thing:
so we're good.
Goodwin actually has more yards than anybody on the team, but people still think he's no good. These are the things that confuse me. And you know what? Because you can't drop any ball. He dropped a crucial one, that one downfield, and he's been hated on a little before that anyway. So but he'll be fine. And besides, he plays a function.
We got a young group. Yeah, we got a young group. We're moving forward. I do like that we now have a Super Bowl champion wide receiver in the group, so that feels good.
That's it. All right, Gibson. We're gonna go and let me look for. I'll look for you Friday and bring a score. All right. Gibson? Okay. Rico.
Yo.
Is it?
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Is it Mr. Suave? Or should I say Senor Suave?
Hey, Ronbo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
Rico!
How you doing, man?
Boom, boom. Rico, it's crazy, Rico. We all of a sudden, we took a 6-0 team and added strength. Are you ready for that?
Of course I'm ready for it. We ready, man. We've been ready. Hey, Ronbo, real quick. First and foremost, Russo, he was going to call in. I think he's on hold right now. He might get in, but I know we don't have enough time. But I want to send a special happy birthday to his sister, Danielle. She's 30 years young. And I hit him up on our chat, and I was like, yo, you calling in? He was like, yeah, I'm up with the family, my sister's birthday, so happy birthday to Danielle, 30 years young. God bless you all. That's my New Jersey Niner bro. So we'll start off with that.
All right. Happy birthday, Russo and Danielle.
And,
all right.
Yeah. Hey, Ronbo, did you know in 2013, Emmanuel Sanders had a visit plan with the 49ers? And then 6 or 7 years later,
2013.
he got him.
Oh, that's when we were rolling like tanks. Was it that?
He had
Emmanuel Sanders was
he had a planned visit. He had a planned visit he was with the Steelers, I think, if I'm not mistaken. He was with
Did
the Steelers.
Sanders start with the
And, he
Steelers
had a
organization?
Yeah, he started with the Steelers in 2000. Let me see, 2010 to 2013. He was the number 5 wide receiver behind Hines Ward, Mike Wallace, Randall L, and Arnaz Battle. And he was, he was a baby. He was a puppy and stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say CC. And this is what I'm talking about. You got to be careful about your rookies. Don't think because they're struggling when they're early on that they suck. It could be just a development thing. They're going to get better. But we got Sanders for now, and that's fine.
Because look what happened with the Broncos, 2014 to 2019. Of course, he won a Super Bowl 50. And then 14, 15, 16 year, 2014, 15, 16, he had all 1,000-plus yards in all 3 years. Then he got banged up. He had 555. And then last year he had 868, almost 1,000 yards, if you could say.
And you know what's really funny about that?
Comes back, man, he's looking good.
Enrico, you know what's really funny about that? He missed 4 games. He does all that. What if he stays on the field the rest of the season? You could look for nearly 5,000 yards because he's played a few he's got 300-something yards now. He's got 10 games to pick up 700 yards. What are the odds against him not getting it?
Yeah, and if you think about it, we won 6 games. We're 6-0, obviously, with defense and run games, ranked 25th in passing offense. So now that Sanders come in, we got a true, no disrespect, he's a proven playmaker, but no disrespect to the number 1 tight end in the league, which is George Kittle and the other guys we got. But these guys are, no disrespect to them, they're babies, You got rookies and second-year players. They're still trying to, adjust and stuff like that. But this is a veteran. This is somebody that's been there and done it. Like, it's a problem now. It's going to be a fucking problem now. It's over. And he's got, what is it? He has he has more receiving yards than the 49ers' 2 top wide receivers combined this season so far. So you put him in there with George Kittle, it's over. It's over, bro. With our running scheme, it's going to be crazy.
And we could see a little more aerial attack now because I think Kyle is focusing mostly on the run for a reason, and now he can mix it up. The percentage and mix will be a little different now, probably. So you're right. This could change the whole dynamic of that offense. So,
and I told everybody that playbook that Kyle Shanahan has, if you thought it was open halfway, it's done now. That's just going to open up. That play action, his scheme is crazy. That's just going to open up, man. We're going to be good, man. Can you imagine Sanders out there and you can't hold him? So now you got Kittle. You can't hold him. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
You get your brains
in the
beat
backfield,
out.
Coleman in the backfield. Like, it's over, bro. I
Oh,
don't even want to speak too much
and
on it
everybody
'cause I know
talking
you got
about
enough time, but it's over.
And everybody you're talking about can catch. This makes them dangerous. Now you are going to see an expansion of the offense now, for sure. Rico, we got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, fam. Rico? Okay. Okay, fam, if we cut you, because we got to hurry tonight. So don't take it personally. It was just we got to move. Dean! The
Fan club, all the Niner fans all over the world, the Niner Empires, the TNT family, and you already know how I do. Niners! And I'm going to cut it short because y'all know you ain't got enough time. And fuck the other teams. Let's go. All right, Ronbo.
Thanks, Rico. All right, fam. Have a good night.
All right, much love. Yep.
All right, fam. Hey, Dean.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Dean, we're just having fun as things keep getting. Well, we got to wait to see if we're getting better. Things keep moving forward. 6-0 team, and here we are doing things to make sure that we're in the mix for the final game of the year. Hey, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, Emmanuel Sanders, man, I mean, I like it, but third and fourth, though, like.
I know.
Man, he's super injury prone, too. I mean, I love all the positivity because I've been saying that we need a number one wide receiver. Like, it'd be really nice to have one, and I really want Stephon Diggs. I'm always going to say that. Emmanuel Sanders, though, I mean, he's a good player. I mean, when he's on the field, he's electric, man. He's fast. Man, he can run those routes better than a lot of people, So, I actually got some stats here for you, Ronbo.
All right.
So, because he's missed a lot of games.
Yeah.
But in 2014 through 2016, he only missed one game, and he killed it. So 2014, I believe, is like when he first came to the Broncos, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But, man, he had 101 receptions for 1,400 yards and 9 touchdowns.
101 receptions? That means they're going to him every other shot.
So that means he knows how to get open, Like, he can get open. I mean, 2015, he, declined quite a bit, but, I mean, it's still pretty good. 76 receptions, 1,100 yards, and 6 touchdowns. And then 2016 was 79 receptions, 1,000 yards, and 5 touchdowns. I mean, so he kind of dipped down a little bit, but, I mean, he still got that 1,000 yards, which I think every team wants from a wide receiver.
Yeah, and a lot of things go into a 1,000-yard receiver. Your offense has to be put together pretty well to the point where it's because it's not. A lot of people will blame one unit or one player, the quarterback or whatever, but things need to be in sync. That offensive line has to be in sync. The wide receivers, everything. When Kyle runs a play, you can always see how the dots connect if you could break it down in slow motion. All that has to be done in sync. This is my only concern about Emmanuel Sanders. Can he come in and get the flow and everything immediately, or is it going to take him a couple of weeks, timing and things like that? These are things that are going to take maybe a minute. So I don't expect him to have an all-star game this Sunday unless Kyle they rehearse a few plays for him, which I suspect that's what Kyle's going to do, and maybe see what that looks like. But, yeah.
Man, Rob, I'll tell you the truth, man. I feel like Emmanuel Sanders is going to pull Amari Cooper from last year, man. He's just going to
come right in and get to work.
Pick it up real quick, Amari Cooper, man, when he was with the Raiders, he was having so many drop balls, and he wasn't the same. And, man, he got to a different system, and, man, he is on fire. So I feel like it's going to be the same with Emmanuel Sanders. Like, I feel like he's going to fit into Kyle Shanahan schemes just right. Like, oh man, I'm excited, but I'm scared too, just because of the injury problem. I've had him on like a bunch of my fantasy football teams a bunch because he does really good, but just gets injured.
Yeah, he's been. But you know what? The thing is, what I'm hoping is, please stay on your feet for at least 2 to 3 games before you go down, if you're going down, and get well, because as I say, I got a feeling he kickstarts that offense. Some of those receivers are out there making these little boneheaded, stupid mistakes. We'll stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. And all of a sudden, they'll be all right. So they can afford maybe if Sanders take a break, maybe if week 14, 15, and he comes back 16 to get ready for the playoffs. So we'll see,
Yeah, exactly. Man, it'll be interesting to see if they play him against the Panthers.
He'll play. That's why that was one of the deals that. Yeah, he'll play. Definitely play. That was one of the deals. That's why Elway drove the price up, because the 49ers says we want him now.
Oh, really? Yeah. Because I know they went for him and Sanu. So, Kyle probably wanted Sanu because he's played with him before, So. But I feel like Sanders is going to fit right on in.
Well, Rich Gandarello runs pretty much Kyle's system anyway. So, okay, D, we're going to go.
Okay, sounds good. I just wanted to say one more thing.
Really quick, Dave. Really quick.
Shout out to him, dude. Shout out to Nick Bosa because he's like one of the top candidates for Rookie Defensive Player of the Year, which was put out today. So.
Yep. All right.
Yeah,
all right, dude.
But anyway, shout out to the Empire, and I'll talk to you later, Ramba.
All right, dude. Great to hear from you.
All right.
Have a good night.
All right. You too.
And Night Hawk.
What's up? What's going on?
Night Hawk, get ready to get that Super Bowl cap Get ready to order that. It's probably going to be on sale in a couple of weeks. Go ahead and get that cap, and be wearing it just to make people mad. Wear it to work. Say Super Bowl. And what do we have? The Super Bowl 50 what? 54. You wear that cap early. Wear it, and when people look at you, man, y'all ain't won no Super Bowl. Man, ain't even played that Super Bowl yet. Y'all just don't understand it. It ain't been played yet, but we already won. We should get crazy. Walk around making people mad. Because the Eagles can't beat us. People talk about the Eagles, the Rams, the Bears. There are your Super Bowl candidates. 49ers ain't in this conversation. Oh, okay. Now what? Oh, I forgot. And the Hawks. They was rated above us. Everybody was, Nighthawk. Everybody.
Yep.
I'm surprised they didn't even say the Cardinals. I'm so sick of that.
Because it said that they were talking about who's going to make the playoffs. Three people picked the Saints, and
I forgot about them.
One guy picked the 49ers.
The Saints are legitimate, though. I have real respect for the Saints. That boy. I mean, look who's Terry Bridgewater's looking awfully good, but yeah, still. Man.
Yep, everybody said this. They think that it's going to be New England and the Saints.
That was supposed to be last year. The Patriots, everybody's penciled them in as the AFC champion. It's probably true. I don't know who could beat them, Nighthawk, because the Kansas City Chiefs, they got issues on defense. Even if Mahomes comes back, they cannot stop nobody. They still have a problem with that. I don't understand why.
Yeah. But I'm going to pick, but I thought they were going to go after Mohamed. But it's okay.
They were going to.
Yeah.
Patriots stole him. So.
Yeah.
The Patriots gave up a second-round pick, though, Nighthawk. I don't know if the 49ers are going to give up. We don't have a second-round pick. So would they take our third-round pick? Oh, that's kind of strange.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're looking good. That's all that matters.
It's okay. I'm glad who they picked up. He's a wideout.
Oh, yeah. Nothing shabby about this pickup. None. He's just 32 is the only thing. I wish he was at least just 30. But he'll be okay. He still keeps himself in good shape. So.
Yeah, you know how the Indians do it. They want to add more weapons.
I know, right? But all winning teams, the Patriots, they come up with a blue ribbon pickup every year, Nighthawk. They almost had AB, and AB came in immediately scoring. This is just.
Yeah.
But we go. Some of them veterans that are walking around, they could want to play for 49ers next year. Niners, I just want a ring. I mean, I ain't go. How much y'all want to pay me? You know what? Just give me $1.95 a week. I got plenty of money. I ain't got no ring, though. Who does that fit? Because there's a few players out like that, actually. Anyway.
Yeah. But like I said, I can't wait to prepare Carolina next.
Yeah, I know, right? This weekend, they're gonna be a little better fight than we've been getting, though. It ain't like the Rams. I think they're gonna try to challenge us. If the quarterback does that, it's gonna be a long day for that quarterback. But anyway, Nighthawk.
Like I said, it'd be a long. Before I go, it'd be a long night for the Skins quarterback.
You mean the Panthers? We played the Skins last week. It was a bad night for him too.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that. I'm just saying what happened to the Skins is going to happen to Carolina.
Maybe worse because it's dry ground. All right, Nighthawk, are you ready for the holla?
Yeah, give me a shout out.
Niners for the Nighthawk.
Hit that like. I'm out.
Nighthawk. See you this weekend, fam. Oh, God. And
What's
What's up, Ronbo?
Oh, I was wondering what that sound was. Is this sleeping? Hey, Dave, what's up, fam?
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing today, bro?
I was sitting here just gloating and talking smack because we got better. Getting ready to talk about things like Super Bowls and all that stuff. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, it's good. I just want to give you an update, man. I'll be going back home in December, so I have that Kello jersey for you after Christmas for you.
All right. I'll be ready for that, too.
Yeah. So I got your email and stuff, so I email you as soon as I get it so I can send it to you.
Dave, looking forward, fam. Thanks.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him, but I talked to his sister. It is looking like he's probably not going to play for the next 2 weeks just because
so he did have a little bit of a setback.
Yeah, and then the Arizona game is on Thursday, so don't expect him to play that game. Just expect him to be back that Monday night against Seattle.
That'll be so good. Because, see, the Hawks, we're going to get something straight on that game. Because the Hawks still should be the main contender for that division. Why do people keep talking like this? What did the Hawks do?
We ain't worried about that.
God,
yeah, but I just want to say about the trade today. I thought it was a great trade. Everybody's complaining about what we gave up. Look at here, Seattle last year had 4 draft picks going into the draft. When they were done drafted, they drafted 11 players. Okay, the first round draft pick is your draft capital. Yeah. You can get 2 to 3 draft picks off of just the first round draft pick. And then that saves us $4 to $5 million in the cap space next year because we don't got to pay a first round draft pick.
Ooh.
So I mean, everybody relax on that.
Dave, you're right. They don't need that first round pick. Trade that pick.
Our biggest problem. Yeah, trade the pick. You get 2-3 picks from that, and then you ain't got to pay a first-round player that saves you $5 million. Then you go ahead and re-sign Eric Armstead or Jimmy Ward. So, I mean,
look at Dave coming in here playing like he's doing the Parag Marathi of it. I didn't think all that.
I see what Lynch is doing. Yeah, and then I mean, look at our biggest problem is drops. We're top 5 in the league in drops. We have 18 drops. We're on pace for 40 drops. Emmanuel Sanders has 30 catches and 0 drops. So, that's our biggest problem. Our biggest problem is getting open between 7 yards and 15 yards. That's his bread and butter. So, that just opens up the offense for us. I think it's a big pickup. It only cost us $5 million. We can have him for the next 2 years.
That's a huge game.
It's a great move.
It is. I feel foolish for not thinking that way before now. Get rid of the first round pick. We're not going to be that high on the total pony. What are you going to get mad about a third? I'll give a third and fourth round pick. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then Dante Pettis, he has only 2 catches on the outside. His other 7 catches come from the inside. That's where he plays. Put him back inside. Yeah. Let him be able to do his thing on the inside. And Jalen is not coming back this year. Trent Taylor, I hate to say you guys, he's not coming back this year. He had broke his back. It's going to be 2 years of him not playing no football, and everybody's excited about him coming back. He ain't played in 2 years.
It doesn't sound, his first year. David, it doesn't sound like you're excited about him coming back. You said that with a certain amount of pleasure.
I'm really big on Richie James. I love Trent Taylor. But let's just be real. You ain't played football in 2 years. Don't expect too much from him this year.
No, poor guy. And next year he's going to have a lot of trouble because the 49ers are going to be looking to trim cap.
He'll be there. Marquise Goodwin's going to be gone, I think. There's going to be a couple guys. McKinnon's going to be gone. That's like $13 million right there. There's going to be ways to save money. Everybody's talking about trading Solomon Thomas. We're not trading him. We're not trading Solomon. He's a 3rd pick in the draft.
He's a rookie.
He has 3 more years left on his contract.
Yeah.
He's not going nowhere. Eric Armstead is probably the biggest trade bait.
Dave, too much reality, man. We got to go though. Dave, I'm telling you, you just enlightened me. That was a brilliant
shout
point.
Out to the Empire.
Trade that first round pick.
I appreciate you guys.
All right, Phil. Appreciate you, David. Looking forward to hearing from you again soon. When you get a chance, get on in back, huh? All right. Say hi to Spoon for everybody.
I'll get that jersey to you.
All right, Phil.
I will. I'll let everybody know.
All right. Have a good night, David. Oh, man. David. Don't you feel silly? I didn't think about that. 49ers will need that first round pick. What for? Get rid of it and get some other picks. Dave's absolutely right. That is the plan. No doubt about it. Hey, well, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Show.
It's been a while.
And so because I tell the fam, now, show does not come in unless it's real serious during the regular season, but on occasion. Here he is, and it's not even near draft time, making a phone call. What could it possibly be? Show, please, with your presence, we are honored.
Something I have been crying about for the last 2 years, and it finally happened. But I'm actually extremely happy with this trade that they made today. I don't know why people are concerned about him sitting a while and learning the verbiage. When you just brought it up earlier, I'm surprised that actually nobody brought it up earlier, that he comes from an offensive coordinator who was our quarterback's coach. And he
forgot all about Rich.
Same exact verbiage as Kyle Shanahan does in their offense over there, which is why you see Joe Flacco struggling very, very much, because he's not confident.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I'm not saying he's not confident. I'm saying it's going to take him a while to get that verbiage down, just like it did Matt Ryan, just like it did Garoppolo. It's very complicated, and you saw Emmanuel Sanders struggle over there, and it's because they don't have the verbiage down to a T like we do here. And I think Emmanuel has the verbiage down, and I think he's a very smart player. I think he's gonna. They're playing on Sunday. They already said that. But he doesn't have to wait, which is the good thing about this trade, is he doesn't have to sit down for at least a couple of weeks. We can just plug him in right away and play him.
Show,
because he comes from a.
It's true, but I bet you they do some rehearsed plays. I suspect that they'll have about 10 rehearsed plays, just so he can run them at full speed.
Practice.
And he can continue to learn on his own. But, in the meantime, they're going to have some rehearsed plays out there, and I think that's going to be the key this weekend.
Yeah. And, I'm actually really excited about this, and don't be surprised if they make more moves, because they've been getting somebody brought this up earlier, they've been getting a lot of phone calls about Nick Mullins, and if the price is right,
and they've said that you're right. There's the bottom line. They'll only give him
if they give him a third or something like that.
Yeah, they've got a standard.
Yeah. Yeah. And as far as the draft goes in April, I had read earlier that the plan is to probably trade out of the first round, because John values later round picks more.
Anyway.
And
they do a better job.
That's exactly. And a lot of our good players have come out of the later rounds. George Kittle, for example, 5th round. We just acquired a 5th round pick. Remember, that's been our luckiest round out of the later round. So we can always get our 2nd round pick back by trading out of the first. So
yeah. How many people? how many teams would give you a 1st round pick?
I mean, we're gonna be 28 through 32. That's where we're gonna be.
Yeah. See that now. Do you give up your 2nd round pick?
It makes no sense to stay in the 1st round.
Yeah.
So
I'm talking with a trade partner. If you're a trade partner,
yeah.
For instance, you're talking to somebody that, there could be a quarterback that you can get.
Ironically, the team we just made the trade with today, Denver, they could offer us a 2nd, a 3rd.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
I'm sorry, a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 4th back if they trade back in the 1st round if they have a player they really want. And they're going to be high. They're going to be high picks too, because they're a rebuilding team right now. So, and they have a lot of money to spend, and
the Dolphins? The Dolphins are going to want to trade.
Exactly, the Dolphins. Exactly.
Washington? No, Washington was not going to talk to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
actually.
hell no.
Yeah.
So,
Giants, possibly?
Yeah.
No, we don't deal with the Giants. That's
the Sanders edition opens up Kyle Shanahan's playbook. Like those deep balls that Marquise is supposed to catch. Sanders catches those.
Everybody likes to pick up my boy Marquise. He does good work, though. Every now and then he makes a mistake, but I still love him. I want him on this team to do what he does. And that is take that safety out of the picture. But we ran out of time. Let me.
Definitely. Shout out to everyone. Y'all have a good night, and y'all take care. Stay safe out there. Shout out to everyone again. Y'all have a good night. All right.
And Joe, I wish you get back in there Friday. I'd like to hear more about what you're getting ready to say there. All right? All right, Joe. Have a good night. There he goes, riding back off in the sunset. Because Show's thing is to come in and give me a hard time during the draft period. Raymond. Raymond. Get on in here, Raymond.
What's up, Ronbo?
Oh, Raymond, you know what's up. You know, I don't know. They may do something else between now and the end of the... Well, how many more days left in this trade deadline area? But, I mean, you know, I'm liking these Niners. The brilliance behind that front office, boy. I tell you. Let's see what they do
give
next.
it up to I give it up to John Lynch for that. Now, let me put all the crazy people out, man. This crazy, man. Listen here, Mambo. They can't talk about Jimmy G. Jimmy ain't been throwing the ball, man.
And that's another thing. He ain't even throwing the ball that much. It's been run game.
We got 2 running backs.
Oh.
Yeah, we got 2 running backs over there killing it. Why he gonna keep trying to throw it? We playing off the play action, but don't you worry. He can't throw the ball. He just not been focusing on that. I think he's setting everybody up for the sneaker. When we start throwing it, they ain't gonna know. But that ain't the story. The story is this defense, like I've been hollering about. They talk about these wide receivers all they want, but the 49ers did a great job with this pickup. They didn't use a first-round pick like everybody wants. They didn't go get a diva receiver. They wouldn't got somebody that don't go in the news saying how great they are and they can conform to the team. They didn't go waste their money and go get a high dollar pick or a receiver. So I'm cool with it. You know, I wanted to focus on defense, and look what happened. We focus on defense and we start winning. We 6-0 undefeated, and the defense looking great. You say 20 points. I tell you, Ronbo, I say 30 because of the rules and the way the NFL is. You got to score 30 to beat us, you know. And if you ain't scoring 30 points, you ain't beating us.
You ain't beating the 49ers.
Yeah.
Raymond, I'm serious about 20 points and less.
30 points.
I mean, I'm talking about the defense.
They ain't gonna put it up. I'm saying you gotta at least score 30. You gotta at least have 30 points on the board, or you're not about to win. Because we're not playing. I was at the Redskins game this past Sunday. I was there. I was trying to get to you, Ronbo, but I had my kids, and we was in there so lit. It felt like we was in San Francisco, man. Everywhere I went, I was 49ers everywhere. When they had the ball,
I saw it.
When they had the ball, the stadium was hollering defense. I couldn't believe it, man. I couldn't believe it. It was unbelievable. Like we was in San Francisco. So, you know, shout out to DC for that, man.
That was crazy.
Yeah, shout out to DC because that just show you how big the empire is. You know, we great, man. Yeah, that just show you how big we is and how many people really love the 49ers. And so I'm just confident right now. We go as this defense go. We gotta be able to stop somebody. I ain't worried about Jimmy G throwing interceptions. Man, he's supposed to do that. He's a quarterback. He's perfect. You gotta make a mistake. You know,
and he's got to be fearless.
We gotta be able to stop somebody.
Yes. He's got to be fearless. Don't be scared. Throw that ball.
Once we stop these people, then we gonna win. Yeah. I want to see Aaron Rodgers. I don't want to see the Panthers. I mean, we're gonna take them if they win, whatever. But I don't think they're gonna win. I want to see Aaron Rodgers. I want to see somebody that can really throw the ball. That really can carve us up and see if we can stop that. That's what I want to see. If we stop Aaron Rodgers, bro, we in there.
I tell you. They go whoop Aaron's butt. I'm telling you right now, I'm sticking to my guns. Even when we play them, I'm going to start giving teams 17 and less. All right? Because ain't nobody scoring 20 points on that defense, Raymond. They are not. They can't do it.
That's the story of the year, that defense, the way they drafted. They didn't go and draft that diva receiver. They drafted what? Defense. And when I wanted Derwin, you know, but they got Fred Warner. That was a great pickup. That strung the line. That linebacker core. Then they went and got Quan Alexander. They got D4. Then they draft Bosa. That's where they posted it. So it wasn't no offense we needed.
And Raymond, every year, what was people saying? Oh no, we're gonna draft another defensive defensive end. No more defense. Hush.
Yeah, and now look. They talk about the offense, and the next thing you know, they get to talking about defense. Why are they talking about defense for?
4 first-round picks in a row. Hey, Raymond, what did we start? What was the first year? First year was Eric Armstead. Then we got his classmate, and then we picked up Solomon T. This last year,
Solomon
Bosa.
Thomas.
Oh yes. Watch every team start trying to do like this.
We got one attitude I like. We keep him. We don't need too many attitudes. This is a young team, and I like it like that. That means we're gonna be a threat for years to come. The one attitude we got is Richard Sherman, and I'm cool with him. He can make all the noise he wants. He reminds me of Jalen Ramsey. I can't wait to play the Rams again. Jalen Ramsey. What did you get Jalen Ramsey for? Let me tell you, Ronbo. What Jalen Ramsey gonna do? We was running the ball on that.
No.
Come on,
Raymond,
man. What are you gonna do, man?
Raymond, we got to go though, fam. And I hear you. I agree with everything you're saying though, because Jalen Ramsey is.
The
I
story
don't
is the
want. And
defense,
like you
man.
said, I don't want no social media players. Don't want them. You know.
Right. Exactly. We got to
Raymond,
keep it. We got to keep it good. That way we could keep winning, man.
there you go.
Ain't
All
no
right,
I in team, man. Let's go Niners, man. Shout out to
Yeah.
Empire, man. Holla.
All right, Raymond. Have a good night, fam. Appreciate hearing from you. Don't wait so long to get back here, too. Be looking for you. PJ. Oh, God. PJ.
How you doing, Ronbo?
PJ, you know how I'm doing, man. If I was any better, it'd be against the law. I'm telling you, ain't nobody supposed to feel this good. Yes.
Exactly.
And by the way, PJ, do you agree with my assessment? Ain't nobody scoring over 17 points on the 49ers this year. I said it's going to be less than 20. I'm saying right now, I don't care if it's Drew Brees and the Saints, Aaron Rodgers, if he thinks he's going to run up a scoreboard on the 49ers, he's going to get his feelings hurt too. Come at me. Them other fans from other teams, I'm right here. You can catch me anytime. Guys.
I do agree with that. I do agree with that. I watched Green Bay play the Raiders, and they are definitely beatable. Their defense is not that sporty. I mean, the Raiders scored 24 points on them, man. They're not that great.
That's the thing. And the Raiders missing very important people. They didn't have Trent Brown and a couple other players that would have made their offense a little more effective. I don't want to say nothing good about the Raiders because I don't like them people, but I do know that Raiders are not the 49ers. So, let's get that straight right now.
Exactly. And I don't know if anybody knows this, but they were saying that Jimmy G is 14-2 as a starter.
Yes, indeed.
He can't be that bad.
That's what I'm saying.
He can't be that bad.
Man. And also, as I said, people need to stop blaming Jimmy G for every time somebody drops the ball. It is not entirely his fault that his stats aren't any higher than they are. He had a couple of 300-yard games. I've counted, but looking back at a couple of games, he was around 250, 260, whatever, 240. They lost the ball at least 50, 60 yards worth of the time. It's okay.
Exactly.
It's okay.
Exactly.
It's okay. But PJ, how you feeling about Emmanuel Sanders?
I'm happy about it. Like you said, I don't like the edge, but I think if it's still productive, it's okay.
Yeah.
32, you're getting up there, but as long as it's still productive.
I think the 49ers probably worked him out. No, they didn't get a chance to work him out. Well, you know what? They're looking at his film. He's been pretty productive this year. He's got a solid year ahead of him, though. He's not going to mess up this year, for sure.
Yeah, but then like Shanahan's gonna make up a scheme and some players that fit him. So as long as he catches the ball, he'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be on a rehearsal. He'll be on a rehearse game this week for sure. Yeah. So I see him doing good things for the next 2 weeks. He's got to learn the playbook, but because they run the same kind of playbook actually in Denver, but he's still got to catch up with a few things. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah. And then the 49ers are going to be getting all these key components back in key positions.
Elliot, beating
looking
teams.
Forward to that.
Oh, PJ. And my defense?
Yeah.
Great days ahead.
Those guys going to be eating quarterbacks and eating offensive linemen.
Can't wait.
Armstead loves rubbing his stomach because he's hungry.
I love when he does that. That's so weird. Oh. But hey, PJ, good to hear from you again, fam. Tell you what, I'm going to be looking for you this weekend if you get some time. All right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, PJ. Have a great night.
Have a good one. Cool. You too.
I think PJ's calling us from Bermuda, I think it is. Yeah. I forgot about it. It's the same guy. Okay, we got something here, I think. Daniel Serrano. Funny, Daniel. Anyway, I'll just skip that part. But thanks again for providing our empire with this platform. First, he's always giving me to his auntie. I have no idea how old she is, and now he's referring to me as pops. Funny. All right, who got on the phone? Nudge, come on in, Nudge. Nudge. All right, let's go ahead. And now, fun of the. Getting the names flashing there, man. I'm getting which one is which. Hey, Don.
Oh, what's up, Ronbo?
Don. We're just enjoying the fact that this team is making arrangements to get to the big show.
Oh yeah, Rumble. I'm there. I'm kind of at work, so if it kind of get noisy in the background, just let me know, and I'll just hang up. I'll try again Friday.
All right, Don. No problem. Appreciate that. All right.
Yeah, about that. I'm liking the trade. I'm liking the trade. I really thought we were probably gonna get somebody else, but after the Patriots gave us that high pick for Sanu, I figured that the market was gonna drive up. And I think we did a really good deal because everybody complaining about the draft pick and that we ain't got this pick. But I'm going to put this out there, Ronbo. Would you rather have a second-round pick or D4? Would you rather have a third-round pick or Emmanuel Sanders? The fourth and the fifth cancels each other out because of how they're going to be picked. We're going to be picking like right there where we gave them the 4X. So for everybody who's complaining, I just want y'all to put that into perspective. Like, we basically got D4 for a second-round pick. Like, that was our second-round pick, D4, and he on the field producing right now. So we don't have to go chance trying to use our second-round pick to get nobody that might be like D4. We got a legit – we know what D4 brings to the table. We ain't got to worry about who we getting out of the draft. Is he going to produce? Will he be a buzz? You know what I'm saying? So, as for that, yeah, but – what we talking about? We talking about Emmanuel Sanders. Like, I love that we picked him up. We definitely needed him, especially with all the drop passes. Like, everybody's raving, cry about Jimmy. Jimmy did this. No, it ain't Jimmy's fault. Jimmy, like, for instance, you remember that slant that Dante dropped was a for sure touchdown?
I'll never forget
Emmanuel
it.
catch that in that six.
It still burns a hole in my mind.
That 6 points. Yeah, exactly, Ronbo. Like, Emmanuel catches that 6 points. The slant Debo dropped against Cleveland. Emmanuel catches that.
Six more.
Probably, and he was going to be out to the races, so I ain't going to say he would have scored.
Yeah, depends how fast he is.
At least a 45-yard gain because they would have had to catch him. So, like, I love the pick, Ronbo. Like, I would have liked the A.J. Green, but I feel like with them getting a second for Sanu, they were going to try to rip us for a whole first rounder for AJ, who's going to be a free agent next year, and we'll have to resign. Like, I'm all for trading a first-round pick, but not for that. Not to be in that situation.
And AJ's played less games in the last 2 years than even Sanders. And Sanders has missed 4 games in the last 2 years, right? So you don't think AJ's been out more than that. So I said, you know what? First-round pick for AJ would be – that's just stupid. Even a second-round pick. AJ, I'm looking at 4th or 5th round earliest. Yeah, he's leaving next year anyway.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying, Ronbo. I would give him if this for him, I would give him a 4th or, like I said, a 5th rounder for AJ. The only person I could have saw myself giving a first rounder up, and I wouldn't care to where our first rounder is going to be at, I would have gave the Chargers a first rounder for Keenan Allen. Now, I would have probably did that, but the only thing about that was getting them to come up off him. Like, I doubt they would have came up off Keenan Allen. So, I feel like Shannon did the right thing. He got the person to put him in the right spot. Because Emmanuel, I think he's like 5'11", but at the same time, people fail to realize that's the same height Odell is. And they all talk about, well, we want a big receiver to be on the outside. Like, no, Odell is the same height as Emmanuel Sanders, and he plays the outside. Odell just looks bigger because he weighs more than Emmanuel, but they're the same height. So I ain't too skeptical about the height difference and all that, because I feel like you can ball anywhere. It don't matter where you at.
Because the thing, Don, how many very big? I think Mike Evans is the only guy, the big guy like that. I could actually. Alshon Jeffrey is a disaster this year.
Yeah.
Evans is doing a good job.
Exactly.
I'm trying to think of a couple of more long receivers that are just kicking butt. I don't, you know. But hey, Don.
Because outside of Emmanuel, Ronbo, yeah, I know you got to go. So I'm just throw this one thing out there. Everybody start worrying about true number one. Like, Emmanuel going to be good. Our true number one receiver ain't even playing right now, and he's going to be a dog. And that's Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is going to be a dog. He's going to be a force to reckon with in the future. He's going to be a force to reckon with in the future. He's going to be unguardable. He's going to bully DB. Like, I think that in the preseason, they're not going to be able to hang with him and his attitude. He's going to piss people off and get in their head, and we're going to kill defense because of Jalen Hurts. He's going to be great.
There you go.
And on that, Rumble, I just want to leave. I want to say thank you for everything you do. I know I come every once in a while, but I listen to you all the time. I want to know, let y'all know I'm always listening because I'm at work overnight, like right now, but I couldn't miss this conversation. Shout out to the faithful. Shout out to everybody that come in. Shout out to Russo. I went to subscribe to him. I watch him now. Shout out to just everybody in the Niners that love this team, man. And I thank you once again, Ronbo, for putting us on this platform so we can be out here talking about Niners every day, all day, because that's what I love to do, even in our season.
All right, Don. Appreciate you, fam. Have a good night, Don. Look forward to hearing from you as soon as possible.
Yeah, you have a good night, too. I will be back Friday.
All right, good. Looking for you. All right, night, Don. There's Don, hard at work, sneaking off, making phone calls. He made them to us. Just so flattered. Let's see if Naj is available now. Hey, Naj. Naj may have passed out, but normally you don't get that twice. All right, who else we got here? And hey, Russo. Oh.
What's up, Ronbo?
Russo, you know what's up, man? You tell me, Russo, because like what we've just done here was something most of us probably didn't think was going to be possible. Because the 49ers, we get these rumors. Every player that's available in the NFL is always this team, and the 49ers. So, you know, they did this.
Well, real quick, I want to give a shout out to my sister as well. It's her 30th birthday.
Yes, indeed.
So,
I heard about that earlier. Right.
Yeah. She actually is a fan of yours, and she likes to watch the show every now and then. So maybe
Russo,
after,
don't say this.
After the phone call. Okay.
Now you know what I got to do.
Birthday.
Okay. Go ahead. You want to say what you got to say first? I'll sing to Danielle.
Do it after the call. Do it after the call.
All right.
Then
Go ahead.
That way I can record it for her. But
okay. Good. All right.
I also wanted to give a shout out to Rico. I definitely appreciate that, my Jersey bro, for giving my sister a shout out. And then the last caller, what was his name?
Just now, Don.
Don, yeah. Shout out to Don too. I appreciate him subscribing, and everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody, TNT, Nighthawk Fan Club, and definitely you, Ronbo. So, I guess I just wanted to, the whole Sanders thing. I've been talking with people. Obviously, we all know that they've been speculating. Emmanuel Sanders is a name that I brought up about a month ago, just because I remembered they were kind of interested in the off season, but they weren't really sure with the Achilles how he would look, and they needed to see it first, and they've seen it, and now they made their move. I think he's absolutely worth the trade. Everyone's kind of broken down how the 4th and the 5th basically wash each other out. It's essentially a 3rd-round pick for a guy who's proven he can step in. He knows Scangarello's offense. He was with us. He knows the language. You can plug him in right away. I expect an impact on Sunday. I think you're going to see a difference in the passing game on Sunday. I think you're going to see a difference with Kittle not having, as much safety help over the middle. They're going to have to. This is what we wanted from Goodwin. We've been looking for Goodwin to take the top off, and he's still fast. He turned into an intermediate, possession guy all of a sudden. So Sanders is going to open everything up again. Yeah, so he's going to open everything up. And I actually saw a tweet by Matt Mayako that just kind of like, man, remember in 1994, the last time the 49ers won the Super Bowl? Everyone basically knew they were going to win the Super Bowl. They had a really, really good team, and they went and made a trade for one guy to put him over the top. What was the guy's last name?
In '94.
Sanders, Deion Sanders.
Deion. Somebody mentioned that. I saw there. Sanders. The name. Everything's going on full circle.
Coming full circle, Ronbo.
Another Sanders, exactly.
You get another Sanders to put your team right over the top. That's what this team needed. They probably had the ability to win a Super Bowl as is. They can run the ball. They play excellent defense.
Yes.
And regardless of what you want to say, Dante Pettis has his moment. Debo's going to have his moment. Bourne, James. I mean, you name it. All these guys, they're going to have their moments. Goodwin, Kittle. I mean, they probably could pull it out as is. Maybe it wouldn't be pretty in some games.
But it would have been scary. Exactly.
Yeah.
Not total domination, but still.
Exactly. You get into the Super Bowl, look what the Patriots did. They put up 13 points and they won the game. You don't really need...
You need a defense.
You can smother
in the
somebody.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, you can... Right. So Emmanuel Sanders, this is a guy, I mean, we all know the name. He's been in the league forever. He's been one Hall of Famer in Peyton Manning and another future Hall of Famer in Ben Roethlisberger. So he's been around the block. I think he's going to teach Debo a whole lot, especially going forward. Him and Debo are very, very similar with skill sets and size and abilities and stuff like that. I think he's going to be able to mentor him. And I also hear people saying, oh, he's just going to be a one-year rental, a 10-game rental. I don't think so. I think this is a guy.
We gave up too much.
I fully expect him to get a 2-year deal after this at some point. And if it makes sense, Ronbo, he's an extremely young 32. He has plenty of football in the tank. Yes. He is not one of these 32-year-olds that's on their way out the door. He's got at least 3 good years under his belt.
Yeah, would you give him 3? Because you're probably going to give him a 3-year contract. You probably with a 3rd-year option.
I think this year, I think he should get a 2-year deal. I think a 3-year deal might be tough, just because it's hard to sign someone into year 35, year 36.
I know, especially Jed may not sign off on that anyway. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah. In my opinion, this is not a 1-year rental. In my opinion, he is absolutely in the future plans. I think that they are going to give him at least a 2-year deal, and I think that we're going to really get rewarded. I think this team's going to get rewarded, and he fits the profile, Ronbo. He's a very high character guy. He's well respected. He's not a diva, and he's just an absolute baller. I mean, I know you know who he is. I'm not teaching anybody anything about Emmanuel Sanders, but
no,
as
you
far
bring
as
up some good points. No social media.
Yeah.
Guys that you see on social media are always scary.
Right. I agree. That's definitely something. I mean, you're not. This is new. You know what I mean? Social media is a new thing. It's only been around, like this whole Twitter thing. It's only been a decade, 10 years or so, and it really started to evolve about 5 years ago. Because even like 5 years ago or so, like Twitter was kind of like, oh, you have Twitter. No one really was into it. Now it's kind of popping, and now it's like people are getting themselves in trouble. They're like telling you what they're doing when they're not around, and you know what I mean? Like, so
and they're taking shots, and AB is like the king. He actually went to experts to know how to manipulate management. My God, that even exists made me what? Wow.
Right.
God.
And you see, like, Ezekiel Elliott, they got him on camera, like, pushing people, and, like, there's just, like, everything happens right away.
Right.
Like, if I do something wrong right now, Ronbo, like, the whole world's going to know about it.
Post it up.
So,
we
got to really
be
careful.
careful.
Right, bro. I know you got to go.
No, I feel. Hey, Daniela, is it Daniela? Am I right on that?
He wanted me to have you say Danielle Russo, or it doesn't count.
Is it Daniela or Daniel?
Danielle,
no Ella. It's Danielle Russo, or doesn't count. I will make no mistake on that, Russo. Russo SF49 fam. This man is just a 49er red and gold book of knowledge. Check him out. Click that page. You're going to love him. Subscribe and share him up. And Danielle, it is her time. Russo.
I appreciate it.
I am ready.
All right, bro.
All right, fam. Have a good night. And let's give Russo 5 seconds. He's recording. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2. What am I talking about? Russo could come back and get this, can't he? I know, fam. Hey, I every now and then I didn't have my cereal, this morning, so and also for lunch I overate. So as you know, hey. Happy Niners birthday to Danielle Russo. Happy Niners birthday to Danielle. Happy. Niners! Happy birthday to Danielle Russo. Hey, Danielle Shucks, heard about you. Happy birthday to you. Many, many more to come. Hey, let's go to Fresno. It can't be Sal.
Hey,
That's
what's
what he
up,
called
man?
it. Hey, who's this?
Hello.
Hello?
It's Chris. It's Chris.
Chris. Hey, Chris. What is it, man?
Not much, man. How's it going, man?
You know how it's going, Chris. It's going toward Miami. I'm going to Miami. Bienvenido, ambe. Hey, tell you what, right now, it's looking like, as I said, Chris, nobody's going to score over 20 points on the 49ers. If the 49ers are going to come up with a substantial offense, tell you, Chris, look out, man.
Yeah, we got a good addition with Emmanuel Sanders, so it should be able to get the offense more open. And plus, the Carolina Panthers are not going to expect what they're going to expect out of Sanders. They're going to say, "Oh, we're supposed to focus on Kittle. Oh shit, we got Sanders coming."
Oh, you're right.
They're going to be off guard.
Change the game plan in Carolina. This is why I love calling. This is another good point. Parents sit back there. Here's what we can do. We do something. We take Kittle out of the game and make them beat us with the run game. They can't beat us with the run game alone. I think we got it. Y'all ain't got nothing, Carolina. We got some Carolina fans in here now in the chat talking major poo-poo. Boy.
Yeah, they're tripping like the Browns fans are right now.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to them?
The Browns, have they won a game? They haven't won a game since we beat them up.
Not since then, yeah.
Chris! Hey, so you like the Sanders deal then, right?
Yeah, we get some better passing game. It's not Garoppolo's fault that the receivers can't catch. You know, it's like these guys got to make the plays.
That's right. I'm so tired of hearing about how Garoppolo's this, that. And it's like, what do we? He can't throw the ball and go catch it too. Oh. But anyway, it's all right. It's getting ready to change. And Chris, I guarantee you, the rest of these guys have been put on notice on this team. People can be let go. If you can't catch the ball, you can go somewhere else and drop it. You know, and I got no problem with that. I don't care who it is. And there's a few guys on that receiving core I really love a lot. But they got to catch the ball.
Yeah, we got a lot of that competition, so they're going to be on notice, and they're going to know that to step up and make the plays, or they're going to get traded to the Dolphins or some team worse. You know.
Mm-hmm. And we'll wave you and Miami picks you up, exactly. That'd be me. But told you to catch the ball. Now look at you wearing that Miami uniform. Come on, man. Yep. What do you expect from us?
Yeah, so, I mean, I've been a big fan of your show, and I've been trying to get a chance to get on the radio for a little bit. But I got to give a shout-out to Russo. He gave me the code info, so I called in. So, you know, wanted to give you a holler and say, hey, man, it's a good year, man. 6-0, it's no fluke. We just got to get better and stay healthy. That's all.
Yeah. And Chris, do you agree when I say this defense will not give up 20 points a game? Before this season ends, the 49ers will not give up 20 points to nobody, and I included the New Orleans Saints in that equation too. Aaron Rodgers thinks he's going to party on the 49ers defense. He could go take that green uniform and trade it in for another color because he ain't doing that to the 49ers. I can't wait to see this game. I
agree. I mean, defense is going to make them. They're going to make them honest, and they're going to make them try to put in more work. So defense is going to get all over that offensive line. Make Rodgers or Breeze life living hell, you know?
I'm telling you, man. He's just like, because Chris, did you see what happened? Jared Goff, right? They didn't even try. They didn't even try. I thought that was just Goff is a chump anyway. He's overpaid. He ain't got no guts. He can't do things on his own. I was expecting something like that. Then next week, Case Keenum in the rain. He's doing the same thing. Wait a minute. Is this a new style? Don't mess with the 49ers? Give the ball to your running back? Okay.
Well,
let me see what.
Well, they're afraid of throwing the ball. I bet you Kyle Allen's not going to have a good game. Kyle Allen's probably going to have one of those little struggle games where he probably will really throw under 100 yards and probably throw a couple picks. Who knows?
It's going to be all McCaffrey. If they're going to try to beat us with all McCaffrey, little screen bubbles and things like that all game long, boy, I tell you what, but the Hot Boys is licking their chops. Oh, this is going to be a fun game. I got a feeling it's going to be better than even I think. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, we got a good defense. Our linebackers are quick off the line of scrimmage. You know, the defensive line rotation is pretty damn good. So our secondary, they're pretty solid. I like Mosley. He's stepping in. So, you know, like for Witherspoon, he's going to have to earn it back. No offense.
Chris, we got to go, fam. You're absolutely right. Ain't nobody's game promised on this team no more. All right, fam. Have a good night.
All right, shout out to the whole Empire and Niners.
Chris. Night, fam.
I just like going on the show.
This is fun. I got to tell you, fam, he's right about that, too. You lose your job on this team now, boy, it's going to be scary trying to get it back. Jim, is that Jim, that Jabroni? Jabroni!
Yeah. Ooh la la. Yo.
Man, Jabroni, man. They jumped up and
you want to
did
know
it.
what?
I do.
You want to know what this is?
What is
this is a Super Bowl power play. This is a veteran. Like, what do we have on defense? A veteran, Richard Sherman, who taught Witherspoon to just be an explosive corner. And now what we have is a veteran receiver. I wouldn't be surprised if we put up 40, 50 points on Carolina. And all of a sudden our receivers are boom, boom, boom. What's going to happen when Sanders is out there? Goodwin's out there opening up Sanders because of his speed. Now he's got a good receiver opened up because of Goodwin's speed.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to change our offense, Ronbo.
Quickly. Because you're gonna let Goodwin get loose. You're gonna take care of Sanders. You're gonna try to close the middle down. You don't have enough players to do all that.
You don't. This is a trap. This is like the Golden State Warriors when we got Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
This is like, what are you gonna do? You can't stop Steph because you got Durant. Now it's like, you can't stop this guy because now you got
that with him. Yeah.
Oh, this is dangerous. So, you know what people are looking at when they heard 49ers are in the news. They're looking at that and going, what? I was hoping we wouldn't hear about them. We've already heard enough about this solitary confinement defense. Now we got to hear about, now this offense. We're dead.
I love that name.
We're done.
That's going to take off. Jabroni, that's going to take off. Solitary confinement. The 49ers put another quarterback in solitary confinement. Because I'm telling you, this thing where the coach says, listen, I'm thinking about your safety first. We're going to use the running backs. We're going to do as much play action as we possibly can. If we can't get no action, we'll just keep running.
Hey, look, Ronbo. Ronbo. Hey, Ronbo, if you're gonna pencil in the Patriots to go to the Super Bowl, then you better Sharpie that shit in for the 49ers to win the Super Bowl. You feel me?
Man, because Brady hates it when you got somebody who can step up the middle. He's already told people to. He doesn't mind your edge rushers can be lightning fast. Tom said, I'm going to get the ball out before they get here. But I hate it when teams I can't step forward in the pocket and overrun that madness and get my shot off. Can you see it now? And I love the way DeForest Buckner, you always see Buck just before he's getting ready to collapse on a dude. He spreads out like an eagle. Wham! You notice that? I love when he does that.
Yeah, he does.
Wham! Oh, get into the corner. Oh, bam!
We're getting we got the meat of our schedule coming up. We're getting Daly back. I think we're going to move Justin School over to right tackle because Brunskill kind of sucked it up against the Redskins. I think we're going to move
probably
Justin
better
School
anyway.
over until McGlinchey.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Justin School is like, he's had numbers better than Staley since he started. I mean, ever since that run that Breida broke off, he's been on fire. He got that confidence.
I know.
Ooh. I mean, we're getting all these guys back at the meat of our schedule. Like, right in time for the playoffs.
Oh, God.
And now we got this receiver.
I just want to know how is juice. Is he a couple of weeks away? Because he should be, actually. Anyway.
Well, I read it was weird. I thought it was like they said he was going to be 4 to 5 weeks, and then like 2 weeks, like a couple of days ago, it's been like 2 weeks, right? It said 4 to 5 more weeks.
Oh, 4 to 5
So
more.
I don't know
okay.
if he got
so it's
pushed.
Maybe not healed
I
up
hope
as fast.
not, but I don't know if he might have get pushed back some. You know.
And sometimes they're a little wrong on their prognostication. So maybe we'll see. Jabroni, hey, Jabroni, let me see you Friday, man. We'll get that score ready. I'll be looking for you. All right.
Oh, for sure. I got a prediction.
No.
55
Hold
to
it.
10.
Hold it. It could be. You could be worse than you think. If whatever you're thinking now, wait till we read up a couple more days and see what's going on. All right.
That's true. I heard the Niners are going to make some more moves.
See, there you go. All right, fam. I'll see you Friday.
All right, fam.
Hey.
Right on, Ronbo. See you Friday. Late.
All right, fam. There's Ed Jabroni in here. Anyway, let's go. Emilio.
No. I need to treat you like Tim. I need to calm you down. Didn't you say in the beginning, didn't you say we don't need a number one receiver? Didn't you say it's unnecessary for Shanahan's offense? He doesn't need it. You need to bring that down and keep saying the same thing.
Okay.
I don't need you changing your mind because you're going to sound stupid in the end. Keep you just like Sherman.
I'm gonna hide behind my flag because I did say that.
I need you to keep saying the same thing. I don't want you to sound stupid in the end, Ronbo. Keep saying we don't need a number one receiver.
He did the Richard Sherman on me. I can't believe it. Like I was talking to the CBS dude for Rankin. He wrote a big article saying, "Sorry, 49ers, the Saints are the NFC best." Oh, why you want to just take a shot at the whole empire? The hell's wrong with you? He ain't answered me yet, though. But I got like all kind of people talking at him. But you're right. I did say it. I'm gonna stand back behind what I said. I was wrong. Well, I got to see it after this week, though.
No, it's all good. I just messing with you.
I knew it.
I said a few. I knew a few things that I said I didn't think I was going to see in this season. I said I didn't think this team was going to be that good, and it turns out it just sometimes shit happens. Sometimes shit works out. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. This is the wake-up call, though. And I like what this is going to do the rest of the receiving corps. If you guys came out of school, we picked you up because you're supposed to know what you're doing. Now, all of a sudden, your hands went out on you. All right? So let your hands continue to go out on you, and we'll ship you on out to Washington and Miami and places like that. You catch the ball here. We don't drop the ball and just let that go. Catch the damn ball. So it's going to be fun to see what happens next.
No, I like this. It's a good pickup, but it's funny because I was listening to the radio. I would listen to the radio, right?
What's it? 95.7 KNBR? Who?
It was 95.7 again. And I was listening, right? They had said the way they came about even getting Emmanuel Sanders was so funny. They were like at first, because I guess you know how they wanted Emmanuel. I mean, Sanu, they wanted Sanu and it didn't happen. And I guess their next step was going after Keenan Allen. They were going to try to get him, but I guess Lynch had told what's his name Elway. I was like, all right, you got a decision here to make, and you need to bank it quick because we need a receiver before Sunday.
This weekend,
He was like, I'm giving you my 3. Yeah, I'm giving you my 3 and 4. If not, I'm going somewhere else. So either you take it or I'm going somewhere else. And I guess he took the deal. It was a do or die because they were like, oh, we're going to wait because we still got to see if we're going to make the playoffs. We're going to use them for the coach. He was like, what? Come on now. You know you're not going to make the playoffs. You need to decide here and now.
He does. I mean, Elway's got to be honest with himself. He ain't got to tell the public or put it out on any media where everybody can read it. But you know you're not going to the playoffs with Joe Flacco. Give it up. Give it up. They did well for themselves anyway next year.
I just thought that was funny. I'm like, really? Come on now, man. When I heard it, I'm like, really? Elway really went that far with that? Talking about, oh, we want to see if we can still make the playoffs. We'll give them to you after the game. Like, no. We want them for Sunday, or we can go somewhere else and get another receiver.
And y'all can pretend you go back to the playoffs. Go ahead. Wait. Come on, John. I'm just playing, man.
Hey, he was. I guess he did because they said he was trying to play hardball with him. I was like, I don't have time for your little game, buddy. Either you give him up or you.
Hang up the phone. Wasting my time. I got to hang up the phone. I'm gonna go call somebody else, and that worked. You got to know when to call it on these dudes, man. They be clowning you. That's what his job is anyway. Emilio, tell you what, fam, it's going to be fun. On Friday, I need you to get in here and give me a score because this was going to be fun this week, trying to predict the score. And I have already told people who come in and talk about 49ers going to win this, 36-27. No, they're not. Whatever the 49ers get, the next team is going to get less than 20 points. Somewhere between 17, 18, 19. But don't talk about no 20-0, all right? I'm done with that.
No, I mean, the only thing about this game, I did tell you after our game went on wrestling, it is going to be a lot closer game because, they're going to be riding high on their 4-0 with this quarterback. So I'll see them maybe put up a fight first quarter, maybe all the way to the half, but then I do think we're going to hit him in the mouth and say, you know what?
And Kyle goes in and makes his halftime adjustments.
Exactly. That's what that's going to happen.
There you go.
Like I said, you seen it with the Redskins. They were riding high on their win. We didn't score until after the half. So I'm trying to not somewhat see the same scenario. Them trying to, riding high because we just, they're gonna try okay, we can try to beat this team or try to put some points up, but in the end, I see the Niners hitting them in the mouth like they've been hitting everybody else in the mouth.
And they got to do it. I gotta go, fam. I'm gonna look for you Friday.
Just remember. Keep saying we don't need a number one receiver. Keep that in mind.
Just for you, Emilio, I'm gonna do that too. All right, man. Have a good night.
You too.
Oh God. So let me do like Emilio says, fam. We don't need no number one receiver. How many times I gotta tell you that? Ooh la la, ooh la la la. Jalen Ramsey is 24. Ronbo Sanders is 32. We only need him for a little bit. Oh, yeah, no. I know about Jalen. Sanders. My only concern with Sanders is, and he takes himself. He could be another Jerry Rice. Maybe he could last and give a solid production until he's 34. I do see the kids coming on, though, and as he declines, taking him out. So, but he'd still be there for us for a 2-year contract, and that's a good idea, actually, because he can get out there and he can school up the youngsters. And he can still contribute right now, no doubt. Thanks, Jay. Jerry Fresh. Click that boy up. He's in the chat. Jerry Fresh. Click it, and more solid 49er knowledge. And Michael G says Taylor can come back and play week 11, heard week 13. Yes, I remember something like that. I actually thought it was a little earlier. But when they finally, they waited for too long to put Trent on the IR. He was on the active roster there that's right. This is why he has no eligibility until week 11, and Hurd got put on a little later than that because he was supposed to come back. So he's in 13. Okay. Ken Morgan, sup? What number is Sanders? Oh, good question. He wears number 10. Who's wearing number 10? Who's wearing number 10 for us now? Oh, I know. I was thinking, Jimmy G's not supposed to be wearing that number anyway. That's why I'm thinking, what's G wearing 10? We got a 10. Use your wide receiver. Okay. Anyway, Jimmy needs to change his number anyway to number 2, 3. Yeah, never mind. Anyway, it's going to be interesting to see what number he wears. I don't know. Watch Jimmy say, you know what, Emmanuel, I'm giving you want 10? No, Jimmy, man, come on, man. No. Come on, man, I want you to have 10, all right? You know what? Because I want to welcome you to the team. You're number 10 from out, and I'll be... We'll think of that later. Anyway, 49ers, everybody, history repeats itself. Another Sanders to help us get to the SB. I was thinking about the fact that we picked up Sherm was playing the Sanders role, but you know what? Sanders to Sanders. And Rousseau, SF49, and Danielle said thanks. It was awesome and funny. You're so welcome, Danielle. Andrew Palmer, hey, it's Andrew, my dude. He says, what up? Ooh la la. That's ooh la 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 la. Ooh la la. Hey. And thanks, Andrew. Coach Timo. He said, hey, 49ers just got a quality wide receiver with some serious ball skills, and he's prepped already for Kyle's offensive system. He will play now. All caps, exclamation, exclamation, exclamation point. I know. I agree. Sanders will likely play more slot, in my opinion. That would give him better matchups against NCBs and safeties. And it plays right into Kyle's hands. Watch out. I can't wait to see the offense of this week. It's so exciting going into a Sunday. The adventures of the 49ers just went to the next level. Pretty soon, Disney's going to pick up these contracts and start showing these games in one of their weekend programs. Ooh. Hey, for Halloween, people can walk around dressed in the fearsome foursome of the 49ers. Kids walking around with 99, 91, 97. 99, 97, 55. Ow! Somebody can put on a 94. And he says, living the dream says, y'all know how much Debo and Hurd going to learn from Sanders. It's insane. It's so true. James Morgan, 49ers J from Memphis to 10, checking in Niner Nation. James, checking in from Memphis. Hey, we got a few people from Memphis. He says, Nation, and we haven't played our best game. We still got haters. So I said, the best is yet to come. It ain't going to happen until about week, let's see, this is 70, about week 10. Look for the 49ers look seriously just evil. And Jordan Kelly says, I just want to say that I've been a subscriber since 2014. Hey! And Jordan, I do remember your name, too. Thanks, fam. It's been you and me for a while, ain't it? All right. And Dolai says, our defense is run-based. Jimmy G doesn't need to pass 35 times every game. See, that's what I'm talking about, you know? People want Jimmy just to put the ball up for no known reason. It's like that mime that Pete Carroll did. As Pete Carroll's at that fast food stand, and he's getting ready to hand the folks their food as they're driving through. He says, you want me to hand you your food or just pass it to you for no reason? That could be what. Every time I think of that mime, I got it saved. I look at it when I feel like laughing. There is no need to just be putting the ball up just because you're the quarterback and because everybody wants to be satisfied with saying things like, yeah, Jimmy G's passed for 400 and 500 yards a game. How many times he's putting it up? He's putting it up 40 times. For what? We got a run game. We do play action. There's no need to just keep putting the ball up for no known reason. Oh, it's all right. You know what? The Jimmy G critics are going to be stopped soon. I can already feel it. You know what? I've just been corrected by production to right. I own a number 10 jersey. A couple of them. Have I lost my mind? Emmanuel, I don't know what they're going to do with you, but you're not going to wear number 10, okay? I made a mistake. I paid too much for those jerseys, and I would refuse to take them down anyway. And anybody asks me any questions, I just say, what? You know what? I'm wearing this 10 until it falls off, all right? I like Emmanuel Sanders very much, but I tell you right now, people buying these jerseys, the 49ers were irresponsible to give that number 10 to Emmanuel Sanders, knowing how many people bought one of the most bought jerseys in 2017 of all time. So don't look at my jersey and say you got the wrong number on, or I may slap you. Emmanuel Sanders can put up. Look, really, though, what number are we going to put Emmanuel Sanders in, though? Do we have a number 9? Who wears number 9? Anyway, I'm going to. 80. Oh. Production is going nuts. Productions go over to Jordan Matthews Locker. Jordan? Yeah, what's up, Coach? I'm taking your 81. What? Jordan, listen, you know what? You've got nobody to blame but yourself for having paid that much money for that number. Now, I know what you're thinking. We're not, you're not getting cut, but I am going to have that 81. Coach! Listen, you'll be fine. I'm going to give you back, let's see. Well, just somebody be over in a few minutes to give you your number. I tell you. Hey, a Fable White JVC, something in the 80s? All right. It's going to be interesting. We'll find out probably pretty quick, right? All right. Fam, please. You know how much I love me some likes. I got it. So it's earlier tonight. Somebody wrote in the chat, hey Rob, I hit that like, man, but you gotta get your show started before the Lakers game starts. Lakers game, what are they, the third quarter? And I see somebody made Dre real mad. Lakers lost already? The game's over? Damn, Lakers got all that juice and lost? No, you didn't. All right. It's not a good year for LA. The Dodgers by Oral Hershiser again failing. The Rams looking like poo. And the Lakers, well, the Lakers going to be fine. Though. That's too much. That team, that's a good team. Fam, I shall look for you Friday. Actually, I'm going to talk to Shane Lewis before the week's over, too. So keep it tuned. Ronbo Sports. YouTube. You know how we do.